if they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time, and
nah, that nigga ain't in my weight class. Bro, I'm fighting Canelo next.
He said, hey, you a bitch ass nigga, bro.
Oh, and that's a good early land by Crawford.
I think it's more than no nonsense. As Teddy Atlas would always say, Canelo is looking to be friends, and Crawford is not looking to be friends.
Great exchange with Terrence.
it really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me.
But 11 of his knockouts. Oh! Charlo just dropped Lubin!
He's out. He's out.
5, 6. Jermell Charlo has
Errol Spence Jr. left hook, and Harrison is in trouble, and he hit
it up. I mean, it's being placed at the right time. There it is. You put yourself in for the uppercut. Oh,
B3 Picks TV, we back again. Man, I couldn't play my the video I made the other day because it got copyrighted. I'm gonna keep this video up. Hold on, let me see. Let me update the joint real quick. Hold on 1 second. Hey, salute to everybody, man. When y'all come in the building, smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel, man. B3 Picks TV. We definitely working. My salute to my brother Juan Claudio in the building. Just Ask Juan. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Ask Juan. Also, the beautiful Queen Angie Baby is in the building. Salute to the Queen Angie Baby. We working. Hey, listen, we vertical and we landscape. I think they call it portrait, and I don't know what the other one is called. But yeah, we working, man. We growing. Hold on, let me drop the link. We gonna do open panel. We doing open panel today. Let me drop the link. And listen, for all you nut jobs, neo-Nazis, racists, or whoever, don't hit the link, man. Listen. We ain't got time. Hey, this Friday. Hey, listen, this is Friday, right? So we're gonna have a good time like last Friday. Hey, last Friday we was cooking with Layla. Hold on, let me pull up Layla real quick. Last Friday we was cooking with Layla Ali. It was a fire show. Hey, Mr. Shelton Moore went off. Y'all gotta check that show out from last Friday with Layla Ali. This will be the thumbnail. And Mr. Shelton went crazy. Shout out to Mr. Shelton, man. This is his girl. This is his shorty for real. 100%. He said, you ain't got a job and you ain't got shit to do. Pull up. Yeah, pull up and smash the like button and definitely follow the channel, man. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Man, another great day. Hey, pull up, man, so we can turn this into a road show so I can get out and do my work. You feel me? Hey, listen, it's Friday. Hey, listen, I know you ain't got no job. I know you ain't got shit to do. Hold on, man. I need some. Hey, listen, I need to update my clips, man. I need to get some more clips, man. Salute to my brother Juan. I'm definitely gonna get that clip. Shoot, I'm definitely gonna get that clip. Hey, hold on.
First. Beat somebody first yourself.
Hey, It's payday, man. It's Friday. I know y'all getting to that money. Hey, smash the like button. Hey, smash it, smash it, smash it, punch it, and we gonna work, man. We gonna definitely work. Well, Mark.
He gonna stay in the big house?
Well, you got a problem with that?
Mark, man, pull up today, man. It's Friday. It's Friday, man. Me and Mark, we had a good conversation yesterday. Shout out to my brother Mark, man. He hit me up. He said he was gonna call me and curse me out for kicking him off the show yesterday, but he was calm, cool, and he just let me know that he supported me, and it's all good, man. He just said we gonna work. Hey, and y'all check out my brother Juan. Check out Just Ask Juan, his short video on Rose Jr. I'm gonna definitely check that out, man. Make sure y'all tap in with Just Ask Juan. Salute to the good brother Mike Grimm in the building. What's going on, Mike? God bless. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. And yeah, we working, man. But yeah, Mark hit me, so we all good, man. So hey, he gotta understand. B3 Picks TV. We're gonna have good brand recognition. We're gonna make sure that people we got play. You can watch us back on the playback. We want to be able to be good for people driving kids to school, and they may be hearing us in an office somewhere, or you never know. You may somebody mother might be listening, and so we got to make sure that we cover all our bases, right? So let me just say this today, and I'm gonna get everybody to pull up. Hey, when you pull up, this is what we talking about, right? And I'm sorry, I wanted to get some video from TD, from TD's interview. Shout out to Rich Mancuso and shout out to TD Sports Talk. Hey, they had a fire interview with Teofimo Lopez. I didn't get to see all of it, but what I took from it was this: Teo gonna put you through a word salad, and he couldn't make an announcement on the fight, but the way it sounds, I'm gonna conduce that it's gonna be New York City 2026 MSG. We don't have a date. It's not gonna be an exact date, but T.O. is the A side in this situation. Possibly, we'll see. Maybe, or if Turkey's involved, maybe there's no A side. We'll see. I just feel like New York City, Madison Square Garden is the best spot for this fight. And when we talking about, yeah, Juan, look at Juan Claudio said if he is, he going. Because that's just that's a two-time lineal Teofimo Lopez verse is two-time lineal Shakur Stevenson. Is Shakur lineal at 135? All right, nah, Shakur is number one at 135, but yeah. Nah, I'm just trolling. But yeah, it's Shakur. We got a lineal champion versus a lineal champion. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson and MSG. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fan friendly. That's gonna be a fire event. A great fight. Um, I mean, that's must see TV right there. Hopefully they put together a great undercard. Hopefully they put together like a real good undercard. And then obviously I ain't about to step out no time soon so we get rocking. But yeah, hopefully they put on a great undercard. And then yeah. And then have it jazzy and popping for the people, man. Outside of that, okay, let me say this. This the other show topic for today, man. We're gonna do boxing dads, great dads in the sport of boxing. Um, hold on, let me see here. Let me see here. All right, I guess I just gotta kick it with that though. I guess we just gotta rock out like this for now. But okay, yeah. So we're gonna talk boxing dads, man. Great dads in the sport of boxing. I think this is a good topic for today. Just discussing dads, everything, and hopefully I get Mr. Moore to pull up and Coach Eddie, just for them from based on their experiences and the great dads, Shane Mosley, us dad, and so many in the sport of boxing, but just in the world. I was gonna do a thumbnail with Archie Manning. I was thinking about Archie, with the lineage. He's granddad now, the lineage that he's left, and also Richard Williams, with Venus and Serena and everything that Richard Williams did. King Richard, it's a fire movie. I gotta check out King Richard if you haven't seen it, but it's about um, how Richard Williams pretty much took his daughters from Compton, taught them tennis, taught them to be dominant athletes, and kind of protected them and guided them to be the best in the world. So, man, I mean, they was like he grew some teenage phenoms. And then look at LeVar Ball. Think about LeVar Ball. What LeVar Ball's doing, man. Like what he did with LaMelo and um, Lonzo and Leangelo. Salute to my brother Juan Claudio. What's going on, Juan?
What's good, G? My a little bit of noise in the background right now. I'm on the floor. Look, yeah,
Okay. Okay. We work. Hey, listen, we working. Let the people already know we working. So, my brother Juan Claudio, he gonna cook with me, and I'm gonna get out of here as well, and put this on the road and turn this into a road show, and in just a few. But let me say this right real quick. So, the big dad matchup that's coming up, Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr. That is going to be a great event. I think that's a good, compelling talking point, and just surrounding the fight, them building the fight. I think that's it's a lot to be said about how impressive it is to kind of be a trainer and father combination. To build up your son to be world champion, um through the ups and downs, man. That's crazy. I mean, it's great to see. Salute to my brother Marky Dan in the building. What's going on, Mark? Yeah, me and Mark had a good conversation yesterday, man. My brother Mark. Appreciate you, Mark, calling me, man, and you know, not cursing me out and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Not doing how you usually do. But yeah, man, shout out to you, Mark, man, for growing up, maturing. That's my brother, man. Salute to my brother Mark. But so yeah, Mark, I mean, I don't know, Mark, I don't know if you got a chance to see Richman Cuso and TD's interview with Teofimo Lopez, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Richman Cuso and TD Sports Talk. They had a fire interview yesterday with Teofimo Lopez Jr. And he pretty much couldn't confirm the fight, but he just kind of showed his humble side, um and be honest with you, he showed why he's a likable guy. I feel like he didn't have to go certain angles. I mean, maybe he's angry and maybe he lashes out like everybody else, right? But Teofimo, good guy, good young man. um I think he just says some things and does some things. He may lash out, or whatever the case may be. But he pulled up and showed up for TD. You know what I'm saying? So that's so the Sports Talk Network truly appreciates that. He didn't have to do that, but he gave his time. And yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah, see, Marky said he didn't know. Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up, because a lot of people didn't know Tio did an interview with Rich Man Kuso and TD Sports Talk. So, yeah, Thomas from the Bronx, man, he's locking it in and he's doing great work. So make sure y'all go support TD. And yeah, we working, man. So yeah, he didn't. So this is what I conduce. This is pretty much what I got from it. Mark, is that Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, they're gonna be locking in a Madison Square Garden event in 2026. Yeah, he couldn't put no specific dates on it, but that's what it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be Teofimo Lopez, Madison Square Garden with Shakur Stevenson. I need some thoughts on that matchup, yo. Cause I was watching some Teofimo and I was going to put I was contemplating whether I was going to do a show, whether I was going to take the day off, whether I was going to but I couldn't, I got to be here for the people. I had to pull up, right? But I was getting clips of Teofimo, some good highlights, and the kid can box, man. Teofimo can box his ass off. And he's tough, he's durable, very durable fighter. Very athletic, very twitchy. So this is gonna be a fun, fantastic fire fight with Shakur Stevenson. I feel like Shakur um is gonna have to be on his A game 1000% with Tiafimo. And you have to watch out for the athletic traits. Like Tio, a lot of times he can win rounds without landing punches. He can win rounds by styling on you with defense, possibly a little showboating, but he's stepping around guys. He got some good audio. I should have put together the video. I may still do it real quick, even while we on live. I may still put together a video, but Tiafimo got the crazy, crazy footwork. So yeah, he's definitely must see TV. Now we know the power hasn't really gone up, but he's still there, and he is there to be hit at times. So he's gonna give you action. He's gonna give you opportunities, and it's gonna be a firefight. T Hill, um, the Thrill Hill. Come on, T Hill, pull up, man. It's too early. It's 9:03. Yeah, T Hill probably just getting some rest, probably just waking up. But T Hill said Sandor Martin gave him that work. He wasn't overly athletic. Mm.
What did he say last night? I didn't get to hear what he said.
So essentially, and then listen, I didn't get to watch from start to finish because we was doing lives and I was on with Mark, and then I peeked over and seen it was still on, and I clicked on it. Now he could not confirm the date, but he pretty much implied that that is for 2026 MSG, the beginning of 2026. Now, and I want to go back and listen, Mark. If you go back over there and watch it at some point today, or you pull it up, you'll be able to. I may not be able to pull it up on this live, but To he was gave a great interview, great insight into some things. But when it came to making an announcement or assuring us that he was fighting Shakur, he didn't give that one. He didn't say, "Yeah, I'm definitely fighting Shakur next." He didn't say, "Yeah, Shakur is the only guy I want." Pause. He didn't say anything of that nature to the point where we can foresee him 100% fighting Shakur next. Now, T Hill, if T Hill pull up, T Hill will tell you he got Nahir Albright versus T.O. next, and I like that fight. I do like that fight. But where does that leave Shakur? And I don't want Shakur waiting around for Teofimo Lopez. That's another point I was going. That's another something I wanted to say for the day, right? I do not want Shakur Stevenson waiting around for Teofimo Lopez. That's not the move, man. I think that's a good fight for the public. Like, look, do not wait around on this guy, man. Don't wait around on this guy. He looks like he's up to no good, man. Shout out to T.O. Jr., man. I mean T.O. the third. He looked like he's up to no good, man. So we gonna see. Cause he did not say it was official, and he did not explicitly say he wants Shakur Stevenson next. He did not do those two things. That did not happen. Now, Mark, if you when you go back and watch, if you see something different, okay, cool. We'll take it for that. We'll take that. We know we'll see because maybe he said something before I tuned in. But when Rich Mancuso ended the show, he made it known, and he tried to get him to double down and say what it was next. And he said, "Well, I can't say yes, I can't say no." He was just talking in circles, man. Listen, TD was trying to get him to talk about, walking it back on, any regrets about, his comments about whichever monkey wants the banana and things of that nature. And, he said he had no regrets, but he also said, he made a mistake. So, which one is it? But that's why I got them in the library. Y'all see the library, man. These dudes, they be reading a lot of books, man. Listen, don't be so book smart that you lose yourself, and you understand you still moving around in the streets.
So he basically was running around the answer. That's what you're telling me.
A whole bunch. A
Uh,
whole bunch of word salads and you know,
so
but
so
he's
from what
smart.
I know, and when people tend to do that, that means nothing's really happening. Now, you
Mm,
just said something about Tommy talking about, not Tommy, Thomas talking about my boy T Hill. Shout out to him, actually. Uh, Talking about, on the here Albright fight.
Blaze was
That
good. Yeah.
that that'd be a good that's a good matchup for him right now. I think, especially him after beating Barboza and stuff. And you've been out the ring for a year. I can see
Yeah.
that. I mean, but again, I said to you, I want to say a month ago now, he wasn't gonna fight the man. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah. 100%. Blaze, pull up, man. Y'all hit the link. It ain't hey listen. And T Hill, you on the West Coast. It ain't too early. It ain't too early. Get some good coffee up in you. Get an egg and cheese sandwich in you, you know, and let's work, man. And I gotta know from y'all. Salute to my brother Blaze. I gotta know from y'all, right? Is would if it's Shakur Stevenson, do y'all expect him to wait around for T.O.? I want to know. I mean, because think about it. Shakur. Oh yeah, salute to the beautiful Queen Angie, baby. She said if you prefer to watch in portrait mode, go to B3 Picks channel and click the other live. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, please do. Yes, because we showing it two ways because they gave me the option to do vertical, but then they also gave me the option to do, I guess it's the portrait mode. Yeah, portrait mode, 100%. So, salute to the beautiful queen, always pulling up, always looking out. Hey, we growing, we building, man. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wait around for him, Juan. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was Shakur, I would. He had to keep his options fluid because we've seen T.O. kind of, he didn't make the Devin Haney fight. Um, and he left a lot of money on the table for that fight. So giving Shakur opportunity at his lineal title, at his belt, um, he probably maybe he wants a Nahir Albright or something like T Hill saying he probably needs a fight in between before Shakur. And look at what T Hill said earlier. T Hill said Sandor Martin gave him that work. Mm. Sandor Martin ain't playing around. Hey, listen, Sandor Martin ain't playing around though. Sandor Martin can box. He not gonna engage either. You know what I'm saying? He gonna box you. But Sandor Martin a good boxer. Blaze said Shakur needs to fight anyone with a name fast and then fight 3 months after that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. But I think if I'm not mistaken, Shakur wanted to stay out until next year too for his hands. So yeah, dang. Shakur did say that after the Zepeda fight that he was going to take some time off and probably be back in the new year. Okay. So yeah, so hopefully that's the first fight Shakur back. But like you saying, he need a name. So if I'm Shakur, Man, they gotta get. I don't know, man. I would get Dawn Smith to take step aside. I want to see Shakur versus Sabril Matias. That's the fight. That's the fight for Shakur right there. That is the fight at 140 for Shakur Sabril. Yeah. Now, Juan, when you can talk, I want you to talk about that matchup, man. And listen, anybody pulling up today, that's the matchup I want to talk about as well. Shakur Stevenson, Sabril Matias. Yeah. Yeah. That's the fight right there. I mean, Dalton, maybe Dalton won't step out of the way, but the purse bid I think was kind of low, and they looking to push that until January. So hopefully Shakur can get that fight. He said, Blaze said, yeah, Shakur could set up a fight now for February. He got to get to it. Yeah. And that way the people, the anticipation will be crazy. The buzz would be wild.
That's a good fight. I mean, for Shakur and Matias, that's a good fight. I think Shakur beats him obviously, but I think the pressure that Matias brings into the fights, it's a different type of pressure. So I definitely enjoy that.
Now for the people, just how different is it from Zapata? And do you feel like that's a tougher fight than Zapata? That's a Sabril Matias at 140.
I mean, we've seen Zapata has a little bit more skill, so we can't never say that he's better than Matias. But I think Zapata's style, as much as it's up and down, it has its ounces to it. It has its weird tactics to it and stuff like that. Matias will go in straightforward, nonstop pressure. He's gonna throw. When he's in range, he's gonna throw, and he's very good at that, which is weird because I went back and watched the Poyo fight, and he's very good at like knowing where his distance is at. So it's funny that that they talk about this, but I think again, Shakur beats some suits him, so it's not really like and I don't want to say a 50-50 fight. I want to say it's like more of a 70-40 fight, if the case may be a 70-30. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I think it is, but I don't really think that Shakur, loses to somebody like, Matias.
So and look, even Blaze said he don't really he said I really don't think Shakur wants to fight Matias.
I
Mm.
mean, if to tell you the truth, out of the champions right now, he's the weakest out of all. Was it three or
Well,
four?
Matias is the weakest champion.
Yeah, I
All
think
right, so let's go through the champions real quick. We got Teofimo Lopez,
which is
we have Richardson Hitchens, we
uh,
have Sabril Matias, and then we have Gary Antoine Russell.
yeah, the weakest.
Mm. Dang.
The weakest. Can you think about it? You think he beaten Hitchison?
Who's Sabril?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't think so.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
I don't think so. I think it'd be a tough night at the office, but nah. I think Africa outboxing. And now, okay, so stylistically, right, in your opinion, Matias or Tio, who's the tougher matchup for Shakur?
Teal, but it's because they're both kind of similar in a weird way. Like defensively, obviously Shakur's like a lot better, but naturally Teal's a counterpuncher. So when you get two counterpunchers, they don't know how to really kind of come forward. So it's weird. So that would be either on both sides. It would be, tremendously hard, and it'd be the best fight they can make for each other to see where they at.
Tio had a great question for you. Would Shakur beat Puello?
Yeah, he would.
Mm.
He would. That again, me and Coach Eddie have said this and repeatedly said this. And this is, mind you, a boxing coach that's been boxing probably his whole life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? All you got to really do is turn her. So, some of the best footwork in the game is Shakur. So you got to kind of really think about it.
Hey, Puello kind of rangy. Like, I don't know, man. Puello,
Yeah.
he one of the most slept on boxers. Like,
Yeah, but even then, like Gary Antoine. Like people be like, "Oh, Gary Antoine was like, yeah, yeah, Gary Antoine fucking." They be talking about like Gary Antoine lost the fight, but Gary Antoine was right there. So it wasn't like he's such an incredible boxer. He just hits hard.
You said let me say this, and then my brother Blaze said he wanted to see Gary Antoine Russell versus Shakur Stevenson. That's a good fight.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah, that is.
I think Gary can beat him.
Is he who all at 140 do you feel like can beat Shakur?
Gary Teo. I don't. I want to say Hitchens, but yeah, it's hard to say Hitchens because it's like, damn, bro. Because y'all got such a similar style. They have such a similar style, but Hitchens like knows how to win. So I'll give him that. I think Hitchens,
Mhm.
Teo, and Gary. Um, who's a darkest at 40? A dark horse at 40 that I forget all the time.
Right now, to be honest with you, the number one dark horse at 140, it's probably Tito Mercado, but I know you don't like Tito.
Yeah, no, Taylor gets his ass beat by all three of them and Tucker. I think
So
he's
Tio
a
was
monster.
selling wolf tickets, in your opinion?
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro.
I
Because
thought.
even if you think about it, bro, like if the fight was already made, right? Like when we knew that fucking Spence and Crawford was already made, like that shit is hard to be like, yo, these guys already
Oh, the
made the
dark horse
fight.
right here. I got a dark horse for you.
Cool.
Um, it's gotta be Dalton Smith or Adam Azim, one of the two, probably Dalton Smith.
See, the only thing with Galton Smith, I think he's next. I think he's next. I think he gets hit a little bit more than I like, but he could fight. Like he could throw. I think he beats Latif on when they fight.
Yeah,
But
it's coming up.
Adam, though, I don't know. I can't get behind the kid, bro. Like I can't get behind
Nah,
this kid.
I know. I gotta see him. I gotta see him in there with some tougher competition, some stiffer competition. Cause he was if he would have fought Ali Rivera like they was trying to claim he was gonna fight him, I would have been like, okay, cool. But he fighting Zaro Abdullayev on the 25th. I mean on the November 15th.
Yeah, because the kid pulled out or some shit like that.
How
Um,
Ali Rivera?
no, not Ali was there. The original guy he was supposed to fight at that date on that date or some shit like that. They found a whole other fighter to fight him. I think
Yeah,
Ring
Abdullayev.
News. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ring News fucking just fucking whatchamacallit, just not just posted, but they posted that shit about a couple days ago.
Mm.
So
Now, so let me ask you this: in a box off tournament, at 140 with the champions, Shakur, but just include Shakur. Um,
if we're
who
talking
would
just
you?
champions, then we got we can't include Shakur.
Let me include Shakur like he's leaving 135 for right now, right? And he's going to 140. Who do you see as the best? Who do you see as the guy that will come out of a box off at 140? Do you feel like Shakur could go to 140 and run 140? Or do you
Now
feel
I don't think
like
he can run. I don't think he can run 140, but I think he can
mm,
beat some of the best fighters at 140. Like again, like I've said it before. I think Tio and him is the best matchup at 140. If he's really going to 140, I don't know if he is. So he's not whatever the fuck he
Blaze
may be.
salute?
Um, but when we talk about it's hard, bro, because that division, bro. Besides 154, that division is kind of low key stacked. Like it's not high names, but they're high fighters that really can actually fight. So it's like, do you really beat these guys? Like at 35, I kind of figured he was gonna sweep Zepeda.
Yeah.
I can figure. I could see him beating Tank. I could see him beating certain fighters at 35, but at 40, that's a different monster. Just all around completely. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Salute to my brother Piero, sir. What's going on, Piero?
You
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it's tough because those guys. It's a different weight class, and we got to see how Shakur. Like Blaze was saying, we got to see how he acclimate up there.
Yeah.
Um,
And
so
on top of that too, he has good hands that okay.
That's what worries me. Like his hands is what worries me.
yeah,
So
his
it's
hand.
like
Yeah.
you have maybe a couple good years left if you're really
Mhm.
like committed to it, like to really beat them at 140. But if you're beating these guys at 140, who are you going to take on first? I would say take on the toughest challengers, which would be Tio and Gary. But then after that, you still got monsters in Puello, Matias. You got fucking Dalton Smith there. You got fucking Richardson Hitchison right there also. So it's a stacked division, bro. Like, literally look at that division. It's a stacked division.
Yeah, it is. What's going on, Pierre? How you feeling today, man?
What up, fellas? I'm feeling all right. How about y'all?
I'm all right. What's good with you, dude?
Chilling, man, chilling. Oh,
Yeah, man. We just cooking today on a couple of things, Piero. Let me see what I salute to my brother AB in the building. He said, yeah, Sando Martin and Jermaine Ortiz gave him that work. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, AB. But T.O. is still on that level. Those is actually tough opponents, really. Um, Let me ask you this, Peter. Let me just keep the flow of the show going. The main topic of the day was boxing dads. So just dads in general, just how they've been impacting the sport. But we were just talking about Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez and on Richman Cuso and TD Sports Talk last night. Salute to them. They had Teofimo Lopez on. He was on live. And he all but alluded to that he will be fighting in MSG in 2026 against Shakur. What's your thoughts on that fight, Pedro? Do you feel like it's gonna happen? You feel like Tio's capping, or do you how you see that fight?
I mean, these youngsters are always capping, bruh. I mean, I heard Tio and Bill and Devin and Tio Senior on a channel that I won't mention the loser's name, but they were saying that their fight was all said and done too, and then nothing came
Hmm.
of it. So until there's like an announcement, you know, like that's my take on a fight between Shakur, To, and any of these little dudes that talk too much. You know, to me, it's all talk when it comes from them. You know, but if it happens, cool. You know, obviously, I'm not the biggest Shakur fan, but it's a fight that relevant. That's been talked about a lot. So but yeah, hopefully it gets made and gets done, and hopefully it's a good fight. Stylistically, it sounds like it won't be, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah.
And I appreciate you, Pedro. Salute to Free. How you feeling? Free was good.
What's good? What's good?
Man, listen, another great day to give thanks and cook and talk sports, talk boxing. Um, Let me ask y'all this, man. I want to pivot real quick, and then I'm going to do open panel. I just want to chop it up and listen. Anybody in the building, y'all can hit the link and chop it up with us today. And I want to talk sports, but I want to talk this topic real quick. Now that I got a few of my brothers in the building here, let me start with you. Let me kick it off with you, Free. Like, I wanted to talk about boxing dads today, right? Because we got the big matchup coming up, and Norman Jr. With Devin Haney and the great fathers that's backing them, Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr. Um, in your opinion, Free, what's one of the top? And you can bring it in all sports. You can keep it boxing. You can bring it in all sports if you like. What's some of the top dad son combinations? Some of the best that you've ever seen.
Um, some of the best I've ever seen. Um, you have to look at Floyd and Floyd. You
Hmm.
have to look at Bozy and Boots. You have to look at trying to think. It's another one that I was thinking. Angel and Danny. Um, Now, some of the bad combinations you can look at T.O. and T.O. Another good combination, Jose and David Benavidez. Um, you got the Fernando Vargas and his sons. Um, I mean, it's a lot of good combinations. You got Devin and his father. There's a lot of good combinations, and there's a lot of bad. I think for the most part, most of the father son combinations are are good combinations to a certain extent, and some of them are bad to a certain extent. It all depends on what aspect are we speaking in. Like with Devin and Bill, we look at the father and son promotion aspect. I think Bill is a great promoter for his son. I don't really look at Bill as a trainer per se because he brings in a lot of people in the camp to help train Devin Haney. So I don't really look at Bill as a trainer. Now, when you look at Bozy, you would say Bozy is a great trainer for his son. He's not that big of a promoter on the promoter side of it. So it's some good and bad in all situations. So that's how I mean. Like I said, you can pick out. Some people would say T.O. and T.O. and his father is not a good situation. I would say I don't I'm not going to say it's not because T.O. became a unified champion, a two-time undisputed champion under his father's training. So even though people might not like how his father speaks, you can't diminish the success that he had with his son. So it's some good and bad in every situation.
1000%. And yeah, salute to my brother AB. He said, yeah, the Abdullah Mason family, the Ennis family, yeah. Abdullah Mason's dad, he doing a great
Yep,
job with
that's
his
another one. Yeah, that's another one as well.
yep, doing a great job. Piotr, speak on that from your perspective, some of the great father-son duos that you've seen.
I mean, some of the most successful, obviously, like D3 was pointing out, was Floyd and Floyd. Even though they're not father and son, I throw in Uncle Raj in there, because they had a father and son relationship and they had tons of success. Um, but just like D3 was saying, which I agree with, you could point out the good and the bad. Like I would say that the most that I would point out that's like a bad thing with father and sons is that they get them in a lot of situations where they could get hurt. Because they don't have that experience of like, okay, yeah, my son's taking too much punishment, stuff like that. Like a lot of fighter deaths is usually got the dad in the corner. I'm not blaming the dad for that. It's just, they don't have that keen eye of saying like, they're just like, they came up in the struggle together. You get what I'm saying? And like, when they're right there, say in a fight where they're like, they're competitive or whatever, but it's just like the tide ain't turning. It's like, the dad's more like, nah, give him another round, give him another round. One of the examples I like to cite is Gabe Rosado's dad in the Triple G fight, where like his coach is like, yeah, your son's gonna die in there, and it's like, no, give him a little bit more, until he finally convinced him to pull him out of there. Where everybody could see is that like, yeah, Gabe was putting some hands on Triple G, but they weren't making a dent, and every like little jab that Triple G was landing on Gabe was like, making some serious damage on him. Then another example, you got Gabe Flores and his dad on that one fight with Luis Alberto Lopez, where the dad actually wanted to pull him out, but the fighter wanted to keep going. You get what I'm saying? So there's different situations, but I mean, I would say most of the father sons have been successful to the point where like they got their sons to the point where some of them have championships, some of them are high contenders, but they just like the most successful being like the rarity is the most successful. You get what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I would say the best success that a father-son could have is having the father realize that, okay, I took in my son. This is the highest point I need to take him to. I need to get him. I need to get him someone with more experience. I've taken him as far as I can. To me, that's the best success that a father and son could have.
Oh yeah, and I meant to mention as well as far as father son combo, Gary and Gary too. I can't forget to mention that.
Yeah, very successful, man. Okay.
I might go out on a little dead spot, but shout out to AB. He said Porter, Kenny Porter. Yeah, that's a great combo.
Facts, facts.
Yeah.
And don't forget,
Yeah,
not just father and son, but just like family members, like uncle, like I was saying, with Uncle Raj and Floyd, but like the uncle nephew. There's been a lot of successful tandems in there, like uh, Barrera had I believe had his big brother coaching him. Took his entire career took him to great heights. You know, like that one's even more rare than father and son, but those exist as well.
yeah. And Roy Jones and his father.
Oh, there it is.
They was father and son duo until they split up. But that was a father son duo early in Roy's career.
What
So,
was
Yep.
the question again?
huh?
What was the question again?
Roy Jones and his father.
No, I said what was the question again?
Oh, some of the
My
good
bad.
father and son,
Oh, great.
great father and son duos, and some of the bad father and son duos.
Oh yeah, obviously you got Floyd and his pappy, Floyd and his uncle. You got fucking like my man said, Budo just said. You got Barrera and his brother. Which not a father son duo, but I believe Barrera looks as a father. Um, shoot. You got fucking Tito Trinidad and his pops. You got, Cotto and his uncle. You got dudes like Robert Garcia and his dad. A lot of people don't know. A lot of great fighters came out of that, little area in Oxnard. You
Facts.
got
Forgot
dudes,
about Robert. Forgot about Robert. Yeah. Facts.
you got dudes like Abdullah Mason and his family. You got dudes like the Ennis family. You have people, Lomachenko and his pops. His pops trained Usyk, I think, up until he moved up to heavyweight. So there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bad ones, but there's a lot of good ones. And I want to say this right here, right now. We should be giving more credit to Bill Haney for the things he's done with his son. You know what I'm saying? Not having an ego and letting his son train with other trainers and stuff like that until he learns the sport. So we should give him credit as much as we can.
And I forgot to mention Chris Bird and his family. Like Chris Bird, his entire career had his mom and his dad working the corner.
Yep, it sure did. It sure did. Yeah, that was a family duo right there. He had his mother and his father.
Very successful too. You know, came champion, light heavyweight.
Yeah, I think B3 dropped off a little bit, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
that did
I'm still here, but
that
that's
did
another good
B3
one.
drop.
The Chavez combination.
Yeah. You know, they had a little bit of success, but they still had it. And then like literally like he also like that
Chavez
ties into
got it. Good.
like bloodlines. Like the Chavez family, like even though like Chavez Senior is the most successful, they all boxed. You know, he boxed because of his brothers. Um, the Marquezes, they used to spar his sister when they were kids. I remember watching an interview saying that there was a point where because his sister was older and was whipping his ass in the ring, you know, until he got a little bit older, started, getting into, getting older, getting filling out. But yeah, they like it was like a family thing, with the Marquezes, you know. Shit. The Alvarezes, they still have the
Yeah,
Guinness World Records of like 7 fighters fighting on one card, all professional.
yeah. I wouldn't. I'm going to the guy in the chat. I wouldn't say Ali and Ali because Muhammad Ali didn't train Layla. She was trained by Roger Mayweather.
Um, yeah, no, there's a lot of fighters I think that have had great fucking trainers and stuff like that that are family members. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, all of them have been a success like that, but a lot of them have had, good on success and stuff like that. So, it's a weird situation, you know what I'm saying? Because you can fail at it or you can like Free said it earlier, you can be really, really good at it. But it's a weird dynamic because at the same time too, that can cause a strain in between, father and son or father and daughter or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
so
And permit me for cutting you off. I forgot another one that a lot of people forget. I forget all the time. Eric Morales was trained by his daddy his entire career, and
Yeah,
Eric Morales had an extremely successful career.
he did. Benito Lopez too. Benito Lopez, I believe, was trained by his dad.
He started with his dad, and then he went with Cuyo, and then ended up with Nacho.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Let
father
me
and
say
son
this.
has a lot to do with like lineage. There's a lot of lineage where a lot of famous fighters have been trained by other famous fighters, just that they weren't related like that. It's just like kind of like a lineage, like through
Yeah.
gyms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me
It's
say this
very
right
much.
quick. Salute to everybody in the building. Smash the like button and follow the channel B3 Picks TV. My brother Ja. Hey, listen, Ja. For whatever reason, I can't access the portrait mode live. Only like the vertical live, and you in the portrait mode live. I wanted to get you a wrench module up on here, but it's only letting me access it from my live on the vertical side. So if you do go to the vertical side, I can rinse you up, or I can do it another time. Ain't no thing. But appreciate you in the building and showing love, always supporting. Boxing Wiz as who y'all got? Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney. Um, I mean, let me say this. We're gonna push that to the panel real quick. Y'all already know that's the most exciting fight in boxing right now. And then I will move it around with To and Shakur and things of that nature while we got the people in the building and free and Juan working with me with Piero. Piero, let me ask you right off the bat for Boxing Wiz, who do you have winning this fight? Devin Haney or Brian Norman Jr.?
I got Devin, but that's just like off of a feeling. Like I feel he's gonna fight the way he fought versus Ramirez and pull it off. But that's just like that sounds straight feeling. But on straight like looking at the facts, breaking down the fight, I think Brian Norman wins by knockout. But I'm leaning more towards decision because Devin's got a hell of a chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Free?
I'm gonna tell you right now, to be honest with you, I'm not picking neither one. This is a 50-50 fight. I'm gonna sit back and watch a great fight. I'm not picking either one. I'm rooting for both these guys. So whoever wins is the better man that night. I mean, like I said, I can't pick either way because you can make an argument equally for either fighter. Some people say Devin experience is going to get him over. Some people say the fact that Brian is the bigger fighter, he's the bigger puncher, it can get him over. So I'm looking at a 50-50 fight, and I'm rooting for both guys. And whoever comes out on top is going to be the champion that night.
Fell off a rock. I got that by decision though.
You got to give us more than that, Juan.
You know why I got that by decision, man. I got that by decision. That's it. I ain't gonna keep explaining myself today. All right. God damn it. I'm goddamn the let me flap my fucking trench coat.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, Wiz. And listen, I'm still trying to get in my live, man. Sometimes I be on the live and I can't even see the comments, man. This is getting nasty. But Blaze said he got Norman Jr. Hey, and it's gonna be a fire fight. Now, let me ask y'all this, right? Uh let me ask you this, D Free.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to these two dads in the corners, do you are you leaning either way as far as who do you feel like has the more experience or going to be able to put the fighter in a better position?
That's
What's your
that's that's
what's
not
your
even a
look?
question. That's not even a
Hey,
question.
who you say is the most experienced trainer, Juan?
B Norman Senior. I mean, obviously, like his son, got me wrong, fucking tremendous talent. But a lot of times when you listening to what B Norman said, especially in that staying on fight or whatever the guy's name is again, God forbid me, I'm sorry, but he gave him great instructions in those fights. And even for, people, that don't know what I'm talking about, go back, watch the fight, listen to what Brian Norman Sr. said. Not the fucking commentators, not the fucking whatchamacallit, not anybody else or whatever other people's opinions is. Just listen to what Brian Sr. says. Just listen to what he says. He says, you're breaking him down, you're getting him there. By whatever round he knocked him out at, he was already gone. So you
Yeah,
gotta listen to what he says to this kid. Not just because, I'm saying it because he gave him great instructions in that fight, but in every fight he's giving him great instructions. And again, that
right.
comes with the experience of him being a fighter, former fighter himself, him going through those trials and tribulations, him going through the fire himself. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney never did that. Bill Haney is not new to this now because he's been doing it with his son, I want to say 10 plus years now, 10, 15 plus years now, but he's never experienced it. So when you never experienced something that's like that term, like, you're getting punched in the face for a living,
Yeah.
you can't even fathom what they're going through or how they're feeling in that moment. You
I
know what I'm
was
saying?
going to say
Only
the
if
same thing. I was going to say the same thing you said. I got to give it to Brian Norman because he's been in the ring. He's fought as a pro. He knows what it feels like to have to dig down deep to pull out a win. That, Bill, he can say that, but he doesn't know how that actually feels. He don't know what you have to go through to have to dig down deep and pull out a win. He never been in that situation. I agree with everything you said, Juan, and that's why I said who you got because I knew who I had. You can't give it to Bill Haney, even though Bill Haney has been in bigger fights as a trainer but he's never been in that ring. It's even though you've been in bigger fights as a trainer, it's different when you actually been a fighter. It's different. So you can have guys that's been, oh, he was in a bigger fight, but this guy might not been his fighter might not been in a bigger fight, but the trainer knows what it takes to pull out a win when all the chips are stacked against you.
yeah, it's a different thing. Like, Devin's been through a lot, last couple years. Um, you know, so he's
Salute my
had
brother BVO in the building.
shout out to him, bro. But Devin's experience and Brian's experience are different. But again, that comes closer when you look at who you have at that, on that corner. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have somebody with so much experience to guide me. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can from the corner, not somebody that never fought a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a different thing. It's a whole different thing when you look at fighters that have so much success because you have somebody that's fought either in your corner or has this experience for so many years. You know what I'm saying? Bill's still kind of new to this. It's not like he, trains any other fighter. He trains his son. That's it. There's nobody else he's training.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like having that head coach that's been to the Super Bowl, and you had that head coach that been to the national championship. I mean, you have a head coach that played in the Super Bowl, and you have a head coach that's been a national championship in college. Yeah, he's been at the higher level. He coached a team to a higher level, but you have a coach that's been a player. It's a little bit different. You get a little more respect for the one that's been a player. He knows what it's like being on the field. Whether you have another coach that's just only been a coach and yeah, he trained people to play in a national championship. He's never been a player though. He don't know what it takes, how to push your body when you against the wall. So it's a little bit different. You have a little more respect for the one that's actually been in the ring versus somebody that's just been a trainer.
Yeah. Then when we talk about, trainers, we gotta take account to the experiences and stuff like that. Eddie Reynoso, as much as I brag on him, he is kind of a good coach. Kind of. I don't want to say he is, but it's not amazing. He's not an amazing head coach, but I'd rather take him than Bell, to tell you the truth.
And listen, I am in the building. I just had to pick up some mom's kitchen. It's a Jamaican spot, so I had to grab me a patty or two. I got a beef one and a chicken one because we're on the move. Yeah, we
You got
definitely.
B3. Oh, you got B3
As far as the corner or the fight or the in the fight.
in the fight. You, in the
Dang
fight.
man,
See who you got.
free pull. Can I pull a? Can I? I'm gonna pull a free man. Listen, I just want to enjoy the fight.
No,
Uh,
no, 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 no,
two
no. You
young
got a
black
horse in this.
black
You got a
champions.
horse. You got a horse in this race, and you know you want to see it.
Nah,
Shut your ass.
nah, really. Yeah, no, really, it's a win-win for me. But I'm gonna say this: I've been watching film, and the film I've been watching, I haven't been liking what I've seen out of Haney in the sense of this move to 147. It
Mm.
just doesn't look good. Now, I just feel like he's not gonna physically be strong enough to kind of withstand the punishment that it's gonna take, to do what he needs to do with Norman Jr. I'm
All
gonna
right,
be honest with you.
all right,
I
all right.
see. I see. This is Norman Jr.'s fight to.
Lose.
Yeah. That's all it comes down to, bro. That's what it is. Just
All
to keep
right.
it. Because with Devin can box beautifully on the outside. It's just that his inside work it hasn't been clean, but also it's not destructive. You see what I'm saying? He's not punching to a point where these guys is just they don't want to do anything with him. I think Brian Norman Jr. is going to stay in the pocket with Devin. I think he's going to uh, force the action, and I think he's just going to have too much power, man. But it's going to be a hell of a fight, though. And either way it go, hopefully the best man gonna win, of course. Well, God willing, because there's a lot of robberies in boxing.
Mm.
But I think the best man gonna win. Now, as to my brother Jai, he said, yeah, Bill is a great boxing dad, and Dev should have the edge, but Dev looked timid at time. Yeah, that's the point. That's when I was, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe I don't know if the Ramirez fight is throwing me off one, but the timidity, he just looked, he didn't look himself, and I don't like that going in there with Norman Jr.
I mean, you gotta remember too. That's his first fight back since the whole thing was with the cheat. So you know, can't always go off of that.
Well, like you say, we also going off of Norman Jr. Now, what's your thoughts on Norman Jr. overall as a fighter, though? One, like,
I think he's nice. He's super nice. Like at first I heard about him and Bucci sparring and shit like that, but I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? And then I watched him. I think it was like two fights before he fought Stallion or whatever the case may be, and he knocked dude out the way he knocked him out. I was like, Jesus Christ. So he's not. He's the real deal.
hey, that's up to my brother T here. Either Josh said Dev has the advantage with urgency and ring generalship and clock control.
Mm, good point.
I'm in agreement. I do believe Devin has a lot of he displays a lot of ring generalship. I didn't like how Jose Ramirez removed him around the ring a little bit, but I do feel like it was in order to ensure victory. I do think
Yeah,
that was a lot to do with it.
but I think also what people forget is they had a lined up fight rematch, whatever the case may be, with
Yeah.
Garcia. So that was him trying to secure a fight. Now that he has the fight, that it's something that he would want. You know what I'm saying? It could be a different Devin Hester. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Mm. Yeah. I didn't hear that. Boxing Wiz, did he say that? He
What do you say?
Boxing Wiz, did he say that on TD Sports? Shout out to TD Sports and Rich Mancuso. Boxing Wiz said Teofimo thinks dead beast Norman. Mm.
I mean, the kid can fight, man. That's like nothing taken away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kid can fight.
Yeah. I think Devin Haney is almost becoming underrated in a sense.
Yeah. I don't want to say underrated though. I want to say like he was just not rated because he's not a knockout artist or nothing like that.
Well, it's just as easily forgotten over the city put in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just easy to do 12 rounds.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh, he said it in a quick interview. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna see, man.
Yeah. Man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
fired. I'm fired up for it.
Now I think I'm hyped for this one. This is the only reason why I think I might maybe buy it, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Ah,
I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know because $60 seems steep. That's just steep.
yeah, it is, man. Turkey's supposed to make it. He's supposed to have a universal price of like 25.
Yeah. No
He wilding
bullshit.
out. Yeah, he know this a big fight, and they selling us the Parker Wardley.
Yeah.
Great.
But I mean, again, that's a big fight in out there. Nah, I don't. I don't see why not. I just think that card is tried. But again, I don't. I've never heard half of the fucking fight is there. Um, the main event, obviously, I've seen it because they promote the fuck out of the both of them. But you know, it's it's a weird situation because over there it's a pay-per-view fight, but then over here you guys making it into a pay-per-view fight when we don't know these two guys. Well, it's not we, but most people don't know
Hmm. And Boxing Wiz, appreciate you. If you get a chance to go to the vertical live, I'm gonna rinse you up. But
them. Nah,
for whatever reason, I can't access it on the portrait live. Go ahead, one.
yeah, it's not what the dude just said. Riz or Lil, whatever his name is. I'm not even gonna try
That's
to pronounce that.
hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised with that. But yeah,
Man, if he pop shot him the whole time and school him, yeah, that would be some generational. That would be a pound for pound performance because that means he was able to keep Brian Norman Jr. off of him for 12 rounds. Yeah, that would be a boxing clinic if something like that went down. So yeah, I'm excited to see it, y'all. Definitely. I think it's gonna be a firefight, a fantastic fan friendly matchup. And listen, may the best man win. Boxing Wiz said, he said, I'm scared to bet on Anthony Yard fight low key. I mean, what you mean scared to bet on? You mean you scared to bet on Anthony Yard? Or do you think Benavidez is gonna do something with him? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see that going in Yard favor. For one, Benavidez, I think he's at a high level, got a high work rate. Um, and Turkey has plans with Benavidez. Yeah. Ja asks, is Norman overrated? Is he a better boxer than young Mason? Mm. I think that's gonna be proven. See, I think he's shown to be able to take a punch better than Abdullah Mason at this stage. So I think that goes well for him. But he also is stopping contenders. He hasn't stopped the champion just yet, but he stopped Giovanni Santillan. Took a good shot there. He stopped Jen Sasaki, a top 10 rated fighter. Took a good shot there. He also stopped Derek Cuevas. So who decent record, decent fighter. So Norman Jr. he's proven it right now, just to be able to take a good shot and deliver one. So yeah, I don't think he's overrated at all. Nah, I don't see Norman Jr. as overrated. Yeah. He just has to prove it. He just has to prove it against like an elite fighter, one of the top guys. That's why he has a great opportunity right here with Devin Haney. Because if he can do what he's supposed to do with Devin Haney, um, hey, he's the man. I mean, getting a win over Devin Haney at this stage would make Brian Norman Jr. the man at 147, and he could pretty much, uh, he'll have options at 154 and 147. So he'll be able to move around how he want. Boxing Wiz said, I think Dev wins. Man, look how Ryan ended Duarte's KO streak. I think Dev knows what to do. I agree with you. I think Dev does know what to do. Um, you know, putting it all together on the night, that's gonna be the key. Putting all his tools together and dominating on the night. We gonna see if he can do it. Yeah. One of the pound for pound fighters, Devin the Dream, ain't he? Yeah, we'll see. And Josh said he said that makes him overrated to me because I still need to see more than tests before just giving him the W. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm definitely with you. I understand what you're saying. He hasn't proved it. He hasn't proved it to you yet. I'm with you. I know exactly what you mean. Hey, hold on, man. This thing is still taking me through a toll. For what reason? Why did it bring me this way? This is crazy, yo. Um, Lamont versus Pitbull. That's a good fight. Free, you still in the building? Free probably moving around, but Lamont versus Pitbull.
I'm still in the building.
Okay. Let me let me bring you in on this Free real quick. What you think about this Lamont versus Pitbull matchup?
Um, it's a great test for Lamont. We know Pitbull is a come forward fighter. He's going to throw a lot of big shots. He's going to try to keep Lamont on the back foot, and he's going to try to push Lamont to the ropes, to the corner, and keep him stable around so Pitbull can land his big shots. Um, it's going to show whether or not um, my bad. Pitbull is a nice test for any young fighter that's trying to make it to the next level. He's definitely going to push Lamont Roach to the limit. Can Lamont Roach put on a similar performance that El Rayo put on and and make Pitbull stay on the outside and have to work real hard to get to the inside? Is going to remain to be seen. Um, but I think this is a great barometer of where Lamont Roach is at in his career as of this moment.
No, I completely agree, and it's good that he was able to get an opportunity to stay active and get another pretty much a big fight because it's gonna be the main event on a pay per view card, and not wait around, for Tank because ain't no guarantee that he gonna get that fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a guarantee that he's going to get the fight. Um, I think it's a good chance that he gets this fight, especially if he comes out with a win, because um, I think whoever wins this fight is going to be the one that's going to get the rematch with Tank Davis. I think Pitbull is going to get the rematch. I think if Lamont win, Lamont is going to get the rematch. The fans are definitely going to want to see the rematch, especially if Lamont goes out there and he washes Pitbull, or he stops Pitbull, or he makes the fight look a lot easier than what Tank Davis had when he fought Pitbull. People are really going to be pressing for the Lamont Rhodes versus Tank Davis rematch. So I think whoever wins this fight is going to come out as probably the next opponent, or um, the opponent that's most likely going to get the rematch. I think whoever loses this fight probably won't get that rematch with Tank Davis, because I know a lot of Pitbull fans wanted to see the rematch because they believe that that fight was a lot closer. Um, and they some of them believe that Pitbull won that fight, and I think a lot of them they forget that Tank Davis hurt his hand in the fourth round, and he fought 8 rounds with one hand. So, but a lot of his fans they wanted to see that rematch with Tank Davis. So I think whoever loses this fight, that rematch is out the window.
Yeah, real talk. Right, I'm right there with. What's going on, Mr. Moore?
Uh, 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 uh. B3, you out there dashing?
Oh, my audio going in and out. Oh yeah, no, no, no.
What's
Yeah, I'm out here
going on,
dashing right now.
Shelton?
Yep. Yeah, I'm Uber eating. Mr. Moore can't hear us. Hmm. Josh say he can thank Tank for the pit bull fight, 100%.
What's going on, Shelton?
Free out my audio coming through.
You good?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Ja, you right. He said he can thank Tank for the pit bull fight. Yeah, that's a fact. But I think Tank wasn't 100% focused in that Lamont fight. So I'm
Yeah,
still hoping that Lamont can win that fight and get the rematch.
yeah. I think Tank Davis kind of overlooked Lamont Roach. I believe because of the amateur background that they have, or the amateur history that they have. I think Tank Davis looked at Lamar Roach and like, I beat this guy multiple times in the amateurs. I'm beat him again in the pros or whatever. It's a lot different now. I'm gonna beat him in the pros and possibly stop him. And I think he kind of overlooked Lamar Roach, which a lot of fans did. A lot of fans was claiming that this was an easy win for Tank Davis. He was going to knock him out early and stuff like that. And I kept expressing to people, hey, Lamont Roach is not a walkover fighter. He's going to come out there and fight. They know each other. They got history. This is a good fight. Everybody going, oh, this don't nobody know Lamont Roach. Just because you don't know him, that's not it's not Lamont's fault that y'all don't pay attention to boxing. It's not Lamont's fault that y'all don't know y'all history about these individuals. But I told everybody this was going to be a good fight, and people walked away from looking at that fight. The ones that was claiming that Tank Davis was going to knock them out early, a lot of them walked away from this joint like, damn, Lamont Roach might be better than what we thought.
1000%. Salute to our good brother TD. What's going on, TD? Great interview, great job with Teofimo Lopez. Shout out to Rich Man Kuso. Make sure y'all lock in with my brother TD Sports Talk. Fire
That
interview.
nigga, That nigga
Tio.
TD
Mhm.
had T.O. in the corner and Rich let that man off the hook. He got that man all the way up into the corner, and T.O. ain't had nowhere to go, and Rich stepped right in and threw the towel in. I was like, ain't this about him, bitch? He threw the towel in.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't want to. Mm, sometimes, and like I think BVO had did that with Norman Senior. He got a little criticism from the guys, but I feel like sometimes it's just that when you run the channel, you thankful that they give you your time. I think Rich Mancuso, he just seemed thankful, truly blessed to get the interview. So I understand completely where he came from. But TD has a job to do, so TD was definitely looking to do the job. So shout out to TD, man. You did your best. To, he gonna move around certain things and certain questions. I believe I made this for him today, and I made this for him. Let me show you. Hopefully, hopefully they make the matchup, man. New York City, Madison Square Garden, um, 2026. I believe they're gonna make the fight happen. I'm hoping that they make the fight happen. Suit
I
my brother
think
T here.
I,
Yeah.
I I mean, based off of what the answer that T.O. gave me yesterday with the whole Devin situation, with the
Yeah.
whole Devin situation, I don't think that fight is going to get made between him and Shakur.
Hmm.
I'm not confident. I ain't gonna say no. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna get made. I'm not confident that it's going to get made.
Yeah.
He didn't instill any confidence that this fight is going to be made. And I heard people say, "Oh yeah, that fight is going to happen." I got word that this fight is going to be next or whatever. He didn't instill in me any confidence that this fight is going to be made. It's
I'm
more so
1,000%. I'm in
It's
full
more
agreement.
so if things go the way T.O. wanted to go, then the fight will get made. That's the vibe that I got. If it goes the way that he wanted to go, then the fight will get made.
Right. 1,000%. And then that's what I was saying earlier on the live free is that he didn't like kind of confirm that he was fighting Shakur next. Like he didn't like say it adamantly that this is the guy he wanted next, in my opinion. He just I don't know, he kind of left it up in the air.
Yeah.
Like hopefully it'll happen. We'll see. I can't confirm or deny.
No, I agree with you, Thomas. I think it's close, but like I said, we thought the Devin Haney and T.O. fight was close. And then all of a sudden, T.O. turned it down. And he said, oh, because they wanted to fight at 47. Well, you wanted to fight Bud at 47. Well, Bud was an undisputed champion. Well, there was $11 million on the table for you. Yeah, Devin wasn't no champion, but there was $11 million on the table for you. Something you never seen ever in your career. You
Yeah.
never had a fight where you was making 8 figures. You ain't
Very
never had
true.
that. So I'm like, you saying Devin wasn't a champion, you the champion, he wanted to fight at 47, and Thomas was lining him up to ask him, well, you said Devin wasn't a champion, so you wasn't going to fight him at 47, and you will fight Bud there because he
What's
was the
good, Blue?
undisputed
Salute,
champion.
family.
But what about the Boots fight? You were trying to fight Boots at 47. He wasn't a champion. Devin name
Yeah.
is bigger than Jerron Boots in his name. So if you wasn't willing to fight Devin at 47, then that means all of that smoke you was blowing about Boots was just smoke. It wasn't nothing legitimate behind it. That's how I got to look at it. Because you said you wasn't going to fight Devin at 47 because he wasn't a champion. You was the champion. You was only going to fight Bud at 47 because he was undisputed. You wanted the legacy. You wanted to build off a championship. Well, what was the whole Boots talk for this? Because Boots didn't have neither one of those. He wasn't a champion, and he wasn't a bigger name. So what was all the Boots talk? So that means you was just blowing smoke.
100%. Let me just ask a Blue real quick. Blue, go to TD Sports Talk, or you can go to Rich Mancuso. So that's two words. It's Rich Rich Mancuso MANCUSO. Either or. Both of them, I believe, both of them streamed it. Streamed the interview. It was a great interview last night. So TD Sports Talk. That's our brother Thomas from the Bronx. Make sure you subscribe to both channels when you pull it up and watch that interview. It was good work. Excellent work. T.O. no, he's gonna move around certain questions. Salute to my good brother T Hill. T Hill, how you feeling today, sir?
Barry
I
White,
can't
you in the
see. I
building,
see.
Barry White?
I see he came on mute. We can't hear you though, T Hill. You may have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, we don't hear Barry White.
The good
He might
brother.
be, he might be moving around. Yeah, he gonna come back. He might be moving around.
Mm-hmm. 4801. Let me see where I'm at,
He
man.
said, he said T.O. Captain, he ain't fighting no Shakur.
Mm.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say that the fight not gonna happen. I just don't feel confident that the fight gonna happen.
LJ says,
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna happen. He just didn't give me any confidence that the fight was gonna happen. Yeah, you good?
No Frill Hill.
There you go, Blue Hustle. TD just put the link in the chat so you can see it.
We got Mr. Moore pulling up too. Hold on, I gotta get y'all in the building. I gotta get y'all on the live with us, man. Hold on.
It must be something going on the West Coast because neither one of these dudes are saying anything. They both came in the chat and ain't say. I mean, they both came on the platform and neither one of them said anything. Must be something going on the West Coast.
Yeah, I hope they don't have no issues, man, with the audio and ain't nothing going on. You right, Free. Yeah, you right. Check it out, Blues. It was good. Real good interview.
Yeah, it was a good interview. I mean, T.O. did a little bit of PR. He did a little bit of PR, I should say. I hear you tapping, Shelton, but you ain't saying nothing.
Say what you say?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There you go. No problem.
What you say?
No, I was saying we can hear
What's the
you
word?
tapping.
What's going on? What y'all rapping about?
Did you see the interview with T.O. last night that Thomas?
Oh, okay. Well, what y'all rapping about?
We right. Oh, I got you, Miss. I got you. I got him Free.
Now,
What's
who did
going
the
on, Mister
interview?
Toe?
What about now?
Yeah, you good now? Both of y'all good now? Yeah,
Hey,
we
what's happening,
working.
brother?
Listen, we
Okay.
outside the bank. I just dropped off some food. Feeling great. I'm truly thankful. I got my brothers in the building. T Hill and Shelton Moore. Hey, listen. So this is what we talking about, right? Let me flip this real quick. I want to get
Now,
y'all on a
before you
serious
flip it,
topic first. Okay.
let me say this. Because D Free was freaking cooking. Oh, shout out to Blue Hustle, man, too. Hey, Blue,
Yeah, Blue.
Tommy
Salute.
Dillamuth is in the chat. He's T Dillamuth. That's TD Sports Talk, man. Hit that brother thing. He got a wrench. Blue got a wrench, no? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue got a
Mm-hmm.
wrench. So tap on T Dillamuth 777 and go to his channel, bro. The interview can be found there. That's our good brother TD Sports Talk, and that make it freaky solid like some freaking ice, dog. I'm just saying, he cold. But yeah, my man D Free was cooking. T.O. say a lot of stuff to keep his name afloat. T.O. is in a crux right now because he and his promoter right now, they not seeing eye to eye. This ninja is not really vibing with the boy, and then he kind of burned the bridge over there with which he thought was a way out with Turkey. The bottom line is Al's not signing off on. I'm not Al. I keep saying Al. Bob not signing off on anything with that fight and him losing a belt potentially, unless it's gonna be one of his fighters. That fight with Shakur is not gonna happen because there's a good potential that he might lose that fight. And if he loses that fight, Bob loses control of that belt, a piece of the pie. So he not gonna do that. But more importantly, Tio don't want that look. Tio, when he first was talking about it, when the girl first asked him the question, he was like, "Yeah, why not? It makes sense, doesn't it?" He never really said, "Yeah, this is what we gonna do." And then he said, "Yeah, whichever makes the most sense between some other fight." All the while you're sitting there promoting it, you and Shakur. So I'm not going to take Shakur out of this too, because Shakur know he can't get in the ring right now because he's got issues that he got to get rectified with his hands before he get up in that ring with somebody of that magnified caliber. So they're both over there just building the buzz of that fight potentially, but also building the buzz of them so people can stay connected to them. Because we in a social media time now, so you gotta be popping on the net. Got to be vibing on the net because, that's where people get their likes, comments, and subscriptions. So that's why you get so much talk, man. He talking about fights that he know he ain't about to make. He wasn't about to make no Boots fight. He wasn't about to make no Terrence Crawford fight. He wasn't about to make no Tank Davis fight. He not going to make no fight. What he will make is a freaking, what's his name? Claggett. He'll make a Claggett fight. They might make a Nair Albright fight. They will make a Keyshawn Davis fight. And I think that's the direction that he'll go. He gonna say what he want to say because it sound good and it's believable because he did beat the great Lomachenko. Remember that fight? He's made his name off of. That moment was a long time ago, but that moment he still ties to because it was something, quote unquote, that nobody's really ever done until Devin fought. So now, it is what it is. But that's how he moves. That's how he's always moved. And, ever since COVID, he ain't been the same fighter. And it's really because, when we've discussed that numerous times, there was a night where his family took a hit and he ain't been the same since. And Kambosos was able to benefit off of that. But on that note, yeah, there will be no fight with Shakur. I'm not gonna sign off on it, and he really don't want that look, man. Sandor Martin had that boy in the back of there questioning his soul. Shakur Stevenson will do the same thing.
Hey, Mrs. Show must have fell off. Let me T Hill, is that all? Let me ask you this real quick while you cooking, man, because I really want you to speak on this topic, and then I'm sure Mr. Moore will come back in. We'll pivot back to TO at some point. But what are some of the great father-son combinations that you've seen in boxing? And hold on, let me see. Mr. Moore coming in. Hold on, let me see if Mr. Moore is we got Mr. Moore. Hold on real quick, T. Mr. Moore, you can hear me? How my audio coming through?
It's crispy on my end.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Moore, he might be having some audio issues today.
I'm here. I'm back. Trying to get this shit
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. All right,
So
we going back then.
what did T.O. say? What did T.O. say in the interview?
A whole bunch of nothing, Mr. Moore. He tried a whole bunch of nothing. It was a good interview. He showed his humble side with the likable side of himself. But outside of that, he really didn't confirm the fight, and he really didn't give us any indication that Shakur is the next fight or who he wants. He just kind of said, "Well, I can't." He's like, "Maybe I will. Maybe He said, "Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't." You know, he did a whole play around game. To be honest with you. Yeah, he's playing around, bro. Beating around the bush essentially.
So he really feels he's important enough to do that. He thinks that people really checking for him like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ain't never.
It's disgusting. Hey, Mr. Moore, it's disgusting. And really, if he didn't pull up on Rich Man Kuso and he didn't show love to TD Sports and Rich Man Kuso, I wouldn't be talking about him respectfully, because he didn't say nothing. I
Nobody
mean, he
cares,
kind
man.
of
Look, man, you gotta do something, bro. You ain't done nothing, so whatever
right.
you're talking about really don't mean nothing.
And all that old stuff. Listen, all that old stuff that he's talking about. People want you to update your resume. Yeah, we want to see. We want to see what he's gonna do for us right now in the sport of boxing, present day. So that's what we're looking for from Tio, man. We're looking for Tio to put on great performances in 2025, 2026. Thank you for 2022 and 2023 other years. Um, let me make sure. Listen, everybody in the building, smash the like button and follow the channel, man. B3 Picks TV. And if you want to get wrenched up,
Me
you gotta
later.
right now. You gotta go to the vertical live. Yeah, you coming through, Mr. Moore?
Okay.
It's a little
I was saying,
choppy.
well, that's what Jared Jackson says, right? That's what Jared Jackson says, right? Whatever you done for me lately.
Yeah, facts. Yup. Hey, he gotta update that resume. Now I gotta pivot real quick. Let me pivot real quick while we got people in here. Y'all better smash the like button. Y'all definitely better follow the channel, man. B3 Picks TV. Let's talk about boxing dads real quick. T, I want to bring you in on this. Just speak about some of the best boxing dads that you come across in your opinion that you've seen. There's kind of and then we was really just talking mostly boxing, but I was thinking of Richard Williams, and I was thinking of Archie Manning, and I was thinking of other great fathers, Ken Griffey Sr., other great fathers, that we've seen, show love and build up their sons into great champions and great winners in sports. Talk about that a little bit, T Hill. Who's some of the best ones you've seen?
In boxing, I would say Patterson. I think his adopted son, he put a lot of time into him. I would say the Mayweather situation. I think his whole family did well with him. Inoue's father was a fighter, so I think
Yeah.
he's actively involved in Nayoa and his son, his other son. I forgot his other son's name. There is also, well, if we talking influence, for good or for worse, the Ben and Eubanks have always been there. The Smiths from over that way as well too. They're heavily involved with one another. I would say also. Let me think. Tito Trinidad. Tito Trinidad. I'd say. Speaking of Trinidad, also Vargas. And hell, man, shoot, might as well say it. Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. They look almost like they could be father and son. They got a little relationship for better or for worse. Let me see, is there one more fighter that son? I would say Shane, but I don't know if Shane has been active in his son's career. I think he's supported him from outside the ring more so than inside the ring. You got to include the crops that's going on. Like for better or for worse, you got Wally Moses being a granddad to Zaquin Moses and to Shakur Stevenson. So you got to put them up in there. You got to put, B. Norman in there with his son. Bozy Ennis for sure. Definitely Bozy Ennis. I think he had 3 sons fighting. Yeah, man, Dev, Bill. And even though, he catch a lot of flack and everything, man, and I don't agree with a lot of his tactics, your boy Floyd Schofield and his son, dog, that come to mind. I'm pretty sure there are others. Oh, Pitbull Cruz and his dad. Pitbull Cruz and his dad, man. There's been a lot of them, bro. A lot of them, and you gotta give them their props, man, because it's not easy doing what they do. Not at all. So yeah, I respect them all. Can y'all hear me? Or nah?
Yeah, my bad. I can hear you, T Hill. I'm at the KFC right now.
Oh, you
Appreciate you.
getting that chicken?
Hey,
Getting
listen, we
that chicken.
working.
I ain't got chicken
They
and
ain't no
biscuits.
small. They got no small and medium top. Come on, man. This is crazy right now. Shoot to my brother Mad Chad pulling up, man. Appreciate you, Mad Chad.
Yeah, shout out Matt Chat. The link is up in the chat for anybody who want to come up and cook, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to D Free
man.
My Knees, B3, Shelton Moore. Shout out to the chat. Again, man, shout out to my
Yeah,
man TD
Mad Chad.
Sports Talk, aka Tommy Dillenmuth. And that dude right there is a solid individual, man. He bring validity. He like GE. He bring good things to life, man. Shout out to Blaze pound for pound. He said he gonna be boxing pretty soon, man. So be on the lookout for him. Shout out to my man, the nephew. We call him Ja, but it's Jareel Hadi. And then also a big shout out to Angie Baby. She be in here working. She be going green, man, and she give her time. And I swear to God, it don't seem like she take time to herself. She be giving so much time to the people she rock with. So shout out to her. She be holding it down. And shout out my man Mad Chad, man. I'm about to bounce off for a quick second. I'll be back though.
Shout out. Great topic, B3. Shout out everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. You guys hear me? Am I good? Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hear you, Chad. I hear you, Mad Chad. You can hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah, good. Yeah, I hear you. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. 1,000%, man. Listen. Hey, listen, one time, one thing you do know, two things for certain. When you pull up to the establishment, when you pull up to a restaurant or a fast food spot and they give you free stuff, it's a great day. Shout out to Mad Chad. Let
Always.
me bring you in
What's
like
up,
this. What's up, Mr. Moore? You still breaking up? You still breaking up, Mr. Moore? Let me bring you in on this, Mad Chad. About this topic right here, the boxing dads, man. Speak about that. Who are some of the
Well,
best
the,
boxing
the
dads
gentleman that just the
you
gentleman that
seen
just
in
was
your opinion?
talking, he named a bunch of them. He named a bunch of them there. And the dad son combination has always really been huge in boxing and all sports. More so in boxing because it's more intimate. The other sports maybe ain't necessarily life on your line, but you could look at like Earnhardt Jr. The father son. I think all the Andretti's race. But modern day Boots Ennis, you got to give a big shout out to Boots Ennis's dad, Boozy. Just he seems like a real good dad, level headed dad, giving his best son a chance to compete, putting his son in good situations, and let's see what happens. But in a lot of these dads that people have problems with, without that psychopath dad, you're probably not going to get this warrior, lion-hearted. Because all these elite athletes and stuff are just different. They're wired different. You have to be at that elite level, and the dads have a lot to do with it. And look at the dads though that have more than one kid. I much respect to LeVar Ball. He lost a leg there and with I think diabetes possibly or something. But he came onto the scene hard. He put his sons in great opportunities. Got the son that didn't even make it to the NBA. He had that great song that was just out not too long ago. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody was singing
D'Angelo.
the song.
Bro.
He had a hit song there for a minute. That song really went cuckoo cuckoo and But Levad did a
Yeah.
great job with his kids there, and you can just see all these dads in all these sports. With from look at Fury's dad, complete Looney Tune, complete nut job, right? But without necessarily that nut job, you're probably not going to get the Gypsy King, and a lot of these dads have
Yeah.
negatives and positives, but I just know right, wrong, or indifferent.
Look at
When
my
you
brother
get to that
Jess.
level, you have a lot of snakes. You have a lot of new friends. You have a lot of people calling you champ, the best, the greatest. And just having that dad around, right, wrong, or indifferent, he's going to be in your corner. He'll go down swinging with you, and there's something to be said about that. And yeah, much respect to all the dads and the sons, all dads and daughters, mothers and sons, all of it's a big part of it because those moms play a big part too in that whole situation behind the scenes. They're really not gaining any credentials and things, but it's good Sunday meal and probably having them say their prayers or whatever it may be. But it takes a whole, mom and dad. But the dad, it's huge. It's huge all over from boxing, from the beginning of boxing. It's
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. And the mother plays the moms on the side. They play such an integral piece as far as the hospitality. Developing a well-rounded young man because you got to think about it when Boost Ennis took those cheesesteaks to Lima, right? Now it was a funny moment, Lima said, you're fucking better, and it was a funny moment. People was like, oh, he took him a couple of cheesesteaks, they laughed, but they don't understand the importance of feeding a person, what that means to help to share a meal with another person, fellowship and ultimately being hospitable and you know just doing those things, conducting yourself accordingly, man. Like the mom plays an integral part in all of those things. So you're 100% right, Mad Chat. And salute to my brother Just, man. Listen, we working, man. And y'all hit the link if you can. Pull up. It's Friday.
Del
Thank
Curry.
God it's
Del
Friday.
Curry. His son Steph, my God, and the other
Yes.
brother plays in the NBA. There's
On,
another couple
mhm.
kids that really made it, and believe me, Curry's dad could shoot lights out. I mean, he was
Yeah, he
a
could.
sharpshooter back in the day, and the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. But it just happens. It's greatness, and it's great. I love to see when there's a dad in the kid's corner. Errol Spence's dad played a big part of his role through the amateurs and things. And a lot of these dads that aren't, they don't want the microphone. They,
Mhm.
there's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the small circle. Because the bigger you get, more than 99% of the time, that circle gets smaller when you stay grounded. And when you start getting all disheveled and just rolling everywhere, the wheels will fall off. But you really see a lot of it with the longevity of people's careers in all sports. They're kind of well centered.
Nah, that's a fact. I'm with you on that. Let me ask you this, Matt Chad. What was your take on Richard Williams? Did you get to see the King Richard movie and just what he did with Venus and Serena? How
The,
Ser- it,
the,
I,
I didn't see the movie, but like I was going to mention him. What a big role he played. Just a
yeah.
big role. And once again, that ain't just one kid. That's two. It's
Hmm.
hard enough to get one going, but you get them both going at that level. Yeah, unbelievable story there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he moved his family for tennis. He wouldn't let the girls go pro. He wouldn't let them do certain events because the Capriati, I believe that was her name, or Cipriati, she had wore
Jennifer
out.
Capriati. Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer Capriati. She was the number one in the world, and she burned out because and I think she ended up going to drugs and things of that nature. He said that's not gonna happen to my daughters, so he didn't let the tournament people that were moving the tennis players in amateur systems and things of that nature. He didn't let them overwork his girls. He wouldn't even let them compete in tournaments. He made them pay. They paid to train his girls. Like he was wild, man. You gotta watch that movie, get a chance. Will Smith, he did a phenomenal job. Amazing movie.
Yeah, good stuff. That's good stuff. It's a good story because a lot of people are probably thinking he's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, they were
100%.
saying that
When
about
you keep your
LeVar
kids
Ball.
from competing, people don't understand that.
LeVar, when he sent LaMelo over to the Ukraine, wherever he played basketball, they thought he was nuts. I don't even think LaMelo went to college, did he?
Nah, he didn't. Nope.
Like when he went overseas, there people were saying, "What's going on? This kid can play at any college he wants to."
Yeah. Yeah, he had to take a leap of faith though. He knew he did what was right.
And
I
his
think so.
oldest son, right, drafted #2. Didn't he get? I couldn't believe the Lakers took
Yeah,
him. I was afraid they were going to take Tatum that year. I'm like, oh my God, Tatum right out there, and they're gonna draft Tatum, and they drafted freaking. And LeVar was like Teofimo Senior being a Nostradamus. He said, "My son's going to the Lakers." He was gone. I
yeah,
mean, they had the sneaker brand there for a minute. I mean, they were trending. The ballers, they were trending. That
yeah.
LeVar Ball, he was a character. He was against the grain, and I was definitely Team LeVar. And shout out to the job he did with his kids.
Phenomenal job. Yeah, and I mean the marketability wise, also the merch that they sold, he did a fantastic job with his family. Now he even said, now what do you think about this, man, Chad? LeVar even
Yeah.
said that he made children with his wife. He chose his wife based on how tall she was. She said, "Yeah, we're gonna make. I know we're gonna make
I
some
don't
beautiful
know.
babies."
I don't know about all that, but yeah. Shout out. I like them
Hey,
tall too. I mean, short. I like the big. Yeah. But yeah,
hey.
I didn't hear that one. Yeah, but they do play such a big role. B3, the dad, and it's great to see. It's great. It's entertainment. I would love that Haney Lopez fight is so overdue because the dads will bring more excitement than the kids. I mean, and then maybe have the dads as a fight after or something, Just have them put on some headgear and let Bill and Teofimo Senior go out there and slug around for fucking a minute or something. It would be big drama because those two dads you're talking about just as popular as their kids. Bill and Senior there. They are two characters.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's a great promotion so far. Let me ask you this, Mad Chad. How do you see that fight though? The Haney Norman Jr.
My God, I'm shocked to see Norman Jr. the favorite.
Yeah.
Just with the accolades that Haney has, but yesterday's home runs don't win today's ball game, so to speak. And Devin kind of looked not fleet footed. He didn't look like he was moving all that slick. He kind of seemed a little bumbly. And fighting a spent. This Ramirez been around. He's been in some wars. Just a plotter. He's a plotter. Needs to be completely planted at that home run. And it was a perfect matchup, but it was supposed to be more of a showcase than what it was. I think people are going a lot off that last performance, and we'll see. But my God, Devin looks scared to me, and that this is one sport. Any sport, you can't play scared. You can't play timid, and that's something I picked up on. I thought he looked afraid to engage and exchange, and that's one thing Storm and Norman's not afraid to do is exchange. And I know Norman's a lot more athletic and more fleet-footed than Ramirez. And if Haney's bumbling and stumbling
Yes.
around like he was against Ramirez, Norman's going to put a beating on him because Norman's a big dude. I mean, Haney's always been fighting normally smaller dudes, and Brian Norman ain't a small dude.
Nah, he not. He's not. He ain't no little kid. He's definitely a grown man. I think it's
And
going.
there's
I
the two
think.
dads again. There's the two dads again. Great for the sport. You got two dads in the corner. Great
Mhm.
stuff. Great stuff. Who do you think's going to win the fight? Right now, a gun to my head, I'll say Norman. I'll just say Norman. Like I say, Haney showed me that he was timid. He didn't look like any other time where he was being a negative fighter. In those other fights, I always gave him credit. He's fighting smart. He's moving
Yeah.
good. He looked good. He really looked good at times, and I always praised Devin for his boxing skill and boxing ability. That Lomachenko fight, he dug down deep in the championship rounds. But yesterday, like I say, yesterday's home runs don't win today's ball games. I favor Norman. I favor Norman in the fight.
I think Norman, rightfully so, is the favorite. And the reason why is because how he's dominating his opposition. His last three fights, and he's at 147 doing this. Devin is moving up to the weight class. So he's never fought at 147. That's a big deal. He's not acclimating to the weight class. Yeah, he did fight at 144, but then he's going right to fight a champion in Norman Jr. So I'm looking at this fight as a true 50-50. I'm edging Norman Jr. And the reason being is, like you said, Devin didn't look the same in the last matchup. And also Devin's I'm concerned about his punch resistance as well as his ability to land power that's going to disturb Norman Jr. That's going to keep him from aggressively pursuing Devin. So we'll see. I mean, if he can land those certain shots to deter Norman Jr., I feel like he can get the win. But if he doesn't land any shots to deter Norman Jr. and Norman Jr. continues to get off combinations, then yeah, Norman Jr. is gonna win 100%, and more than likely by decision. I think it's a distance fight. More than likely it's gonna be a distance fight. But yeah, hella a great fight for the public, man.
With the punch resistance, like you say, if Devin's going to engage, I could see a knockout by Norman. Because I feel if it goes the distance, Devin's gonna have. Then he's back. Then Devin's back. I think if Devin survives 12 rounds against Norman, I think he's there to win. Like I don't think Devin's gonna pull a Ryan Garcia where he's fighting. Let's meet in the center of the ring and go toe to toe. He'll fight it more, with high IQ and pace. And to just keep him honest with a nice stiff jab, use that jab to the belly. Devin's a nice boxer, has some nice punches, and just use his feet. I feel if it goes the distance, I would have to go with Haney, but I feel like you mentioned, Haney's punch resistant might not be there, and this is a 147-pound lion right into the wheelhouse of his strength. And how long is Norman going to be at 147? To be honest, that 154 division, there's money to be made up there. Not that there ain't at 147, but these kids are growing. These young men are growing, and
Yeah.
yeah, I feel if it goes the distance, Haney's there. If he can make it 12 rounds, I feel Haney will be back. Haney, they'll say, "Wow, he's back. He just showed his skills, pay the bills. Haney's back." But I think the punch resistance might not be there. 147 against a young kid coming off some really impressive victories and looking impressive, and we'll see. But I do favor Norman by knockout. I'm going to say Norman by knockout.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, man. Seeing what Devin was able to persevere through with Ryan, it's gonna be if you to stop Devin, you're gonna need more than a lot of work. You're gonna need to be. I mean, I think he will almost have to get pulled out of the fight, or the ref will have to stop it, in my opinion.
Yeah, Devin's got a heart of a lion for sure. And
Yeah.
Ryan didn't look that impressive, to be honest. He just hit him with the same left hook. I mean, Ryan looked like he was gassing in that fight. I didn't think he looked great himself. Like if Devin, even after the couple knockdowns, if he could have just got back to boxing, when he was boxing, he was winning rounds. He just fought the fight with a chip on his shoulder. He went in there with an axe to grind, and he found out you can't fight someone else's fight. And I think that's a great learning experience. But like, again, the way that he fought against Ramirez, Ryan got suspended and they fought on the same day after the suspension. So what did the suspension really do? And, Ryan looked like shit that day too. Ryan, who did he fight that day? Romero?
What,
He lost
Rolly?
to Rolly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan looked like shit, and you know, so going off that, but I think that all fell into the whole idea of Devin just going in there. They were so familiar with each other. They fought I don't know how many times in the amateurs, 6-7 times, and they had that axe to grind. I mean, you know, that Bill was building it up. We're going out there, meet you in the middle of the ring, and what happened? 5 seconds into the fight, Devin was on Queer Street. It was like, come on, bro. You don't go out there, and he got hit by the shot. He got hit by the shot that you're looking out for. Like that's in the playbook. Hey, Devin. Hey, son. Watch that left fucking hook. He can crack with that motherfucker. He has nothing else. Let's just gas this kid out for the first fucking half of the fight, and let's put the fucking boxing clinic on him in the second half. It was an easy game plan, but no, that was one of the worst game decisions ever I've seen in my life. To meet that dude and get hit immediately by that left hook. That's something that needs to be corrected. And I don't know if there was any accountability for it. I just don't, because I was shocked to see it happen like that. I was shocked to see it go down like that fight.
Yeah, you wanna speak about accountability, huh?
What I like about the Ryan fight is that you came out, Ryan. Even if it was a little bit, he still came out. Why do you have any of that in your body? You know what I mean? I don't know if there was messed up with the supplements, but I felt like that was a big advantage for him. It was a really big advantage. No matter what anybody says, you shouldn't have any of that stuff in your body. So, in my opinion, that helped him a lot, and it messed up Haney a little bit because you know it wasn't 50-50.
Nah, I had to play that real quick just to troll a little bit, man, chat. But
Well, you had it in double time. But even with the weigh-in, remember B3? They paid him $1 million because you know Ryan just played him. It was a cash grab. Bill thought they could go out there and beat this whacked out kid, but they just fought the ring. But they were paying money out. It was I was shocked to see that happen. But you know, if they were to fight that way again, if Devin's to fight that way against Ryan Garcia again, the same way, go out there and stand there and just plant your feet and punch, he's gonna get knocked out again. He's gonna lose again because you don't fight Ryan Garcia like that.
yeah, that was bad. I thought he should have boxed a lot more, used his legs. So yeah, that was a bad move. You know, you live and you learn.
You live and you learn because you know you have a wrong game plan in a football game. Yeah, you might lose 10 yards on the play. You know, and no one knows about it because there's a whole full game and you got 10 other teammates that need to be held accountable. You can screw up and still win the game. You're a boxer. You have an off night. You're just not in the right place. It can look really, really bad. You know, there's no forgiveness.
You could lose your life. Not only
Lose
could it
your
look
life.
bad, yeah, boxing is serious. It's not a game.
That bout not too long ago, B3, those 2 Japanese guys died on the same card. 2 different fights. 2 Japanese fighters died.
Yeah, they did. It's sad,
About
man.
a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and honestly, that gambling thing, not to change gears, but just hearing about it, and it's just mind blowing. I know what's going to come out next. I can just feel it. There's going to be something to do with referees because it's going to be tied in with the refs because we already know about the Donaghy, and you know when you have that much pull in the game, you don't have to throw the game. Just give us a few free throws or whatever it may be. I'm just saying that NBA is so corrupt. It really is. They got to get rid of all these prop bets because it's too hard for a guy to say, "Hey, my over and under is 2 threes." Bet the under. I ain't even gonna take 2 threes.
Right. I'm right there with you.
And it doesn't. And you know, especially if you're a fringe player, that there's just too because it's human nature. Gambling used to be so outlawed. You had to go to Vegas to do it or get an illegal bookie to partake in it. Now it's driven down our throats on every sporting event I'm watching. It's on the screen at every FanDuel, DraftKings, and it's a freaking crack. It's like selling crack. It's like, are you out of your mind? It's like, stop it, and it's just too much. But yeah, this is bad news for the NBA for what it's worth, you know, because there's so much other things to gamble on, and people are going to think if it's fixed or rigging, point shaving, whatever it may be. I mean, we just had an NBA coach get arrested. That's just mind blowing to me. I mean,
Yeah.
Terry Rozier, he was suited up to play. The next morning, he's arrested. It's crazy for me to think, and I don't even know what distractions. The world is spinning at such a high rate. So much news is coming at us 24/7. But I've been
It
following
is.
sports my whole life, and I just realized the magnitude of what's going on here. And uh, I think this is just the beginning of it. Because Ohtani, I'm telling you, this Ohtani, if he was an American that could speak English or whatever it may have been, he would have got screwed. He was betting millions of dollars. I don't know. Michael Jordan gambled. Charles Barkley, they all gamble, and it's just crazy to think that shit's gonna hit the fan with all these gambling, with all this gambling. And let
That
alone
is.
if they
We in
start
it now.
investigating boxing, B3, especially if they start investigating boxing, some of those judges will have to fucking leave the country.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They need to be investigated though, because they corrupt.
They're mafia, just like Chauncey Billups. I'm surprised they haven't tied this in like Chauncey Billups is tied in with fucking boxing somehow, just for the whole idea, because it's cash and it's easy to fucking bribe somebody. Hey, listen, I know you're a judge, but do you want to go to a fucking France for 2 fucking weeks? You got to fucking what? Huh? I can take my family. Yeah, everything paid, first class flight, limo when you get there. Hon, all I got to do is score the fight. What? Yeah, if it goes the distance, score it to my guy. 10-4, boss.
Salute to 100,000%. Salute to my brother Chan Ross in the building. Yeah, boxing is extremely corrupt, man. It's
No, because no accountability. Well, they're all different sanctioning bodies. It's like a wild, wild west. It really is, and like I'm saying, these corruption and boxing, even all these corruption, the FBI and shit ain't fucking around. When the FBI's involved in shit, pulling all these fucking shit out, because they know it's out of control. They just know there's too much cash being laundered, being back and forth shit, cutting the fucking tax man out of it somehow. There's so much money involved in it that the government's like, enough's the fuck enough.
yeah. Yeah, and the boxing investigation would be epic, yeah, because I want them to get the corrupt judges. I want them to get them on record, and the referees, because the referees on the take a lot of the time too.
They are so, and it's just it's so corrupt. Like when you start putting on a tinfoil hat, you can really go to like just how corrupt is it, And I think boxing arguably is probably humans, and with humans, I think horse racing bar none. I mean, these horses are dying every day on the racetrack. No one talks about that, and it's so corrupt. They're so drugged up, but for human sports, boxing is hands down. Where you can gamble on it, you can go to DraftKings and get boxing lines.
Yep.
And it is hands down the most corrupt sport in the world.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you. Um, let me ask you this while we here, Mad Chad, because what's your take on Teofimo Lopez as a fighter, and do you believe that he's gonna actually fight Shakur Stevenson?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I have both of those two in my top 10 pound for pound list, Shakur and Teo. I think it would be a great, great fight. I think Teo would be a great fight with Devin, but Teo Shakur would be a excellent, excellent fight. And for what it's worth, Teo's last performance, he boxed all right. I mean, Teo, I don't want to say boxes up to his competition or whatnot, but he looked all right in his last fight, and I think he'll bring it. And Shakur impressed the shit out of me his last time out. I mean, always talk about Shakur being running. No, the dude went fucking alley ropey dope against a fucking Mexican body killer and just sat there and fucking smiled and just fucking played ropey dope. I'm like, I thought Shakur lost his mind. I go, this motherfucker's going to get knocked out. He thinks he's fucking Muhammad Ali. But after he kept doing it and kept having fun in there and just hit a gear. Shakur has a gear. And that would be a fucking epic fight. I would love to see it. That's what these guys need to do. I'll tell you, because the time's a ticking. Time waits for nobody, and the time is now. Get what you get. You can get, and a winner or loser. Whoever loses that fight between Tio and Shakur can't hang your fucking head. That's greatness fighting greatness. Now you start talking Four King shit when you guys start mixing it up.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, do you believe Tank Davis is going to return to boxing in 2026?
I have no idea. I wish he would, but he's kind of off my radar. He's really kind of off my radar. Really, whoever fights Jake Paul is kind of off my radar. It's like, really, you're not really a fighter anymore. I mean, has any of Jake Paul's opponents ever fought again? Really? I mean, you know what I mean? They're all toast or ex UFC fighters or NBA players, whatever they are. He's just a big old goofy bully cashing in on the herd, and Tank's a part of it now. So I think Tank's almost irrelevant, to be honest. I can't see him coming back because I know we ain't gonna have to make weight this fight.
Nah, he's definitely not going to make weight. They projecting him to be about 155, 160.
That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? He's gonna be big. He's gonna be putting on muscle big too. And him going back to 135 ever again, that's gonna be history. And just with his little oompa oompa, I mean, he's fucking 4'7". He made Pitbull Cruz look big.
Yeah, he did.
He's a small dude. I mean, he's small with little arms. And he's like 130 pounder, 135 pounder. That's his body frame. Like he ain't like Devin that can fill out with the big broad shoulders and the big torso. The fucking Tank's like a fucking little dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And I really wanted that Gary Russell Jr. fight with Tank Davis, man. I feel like I guess that ship is sailed completely now. Damn.
From what I gather, after it all said and done, I don't think Tank really wanted to fight those Gary. I don't think he did. I think Lamont was a long time coming, and he was even familiar with Lamont. It wasn't like they didn't, have a little history of sparring and things, or even competing against each other. I believe they did. And now, Lamont's fighting Pitbull. It's just, Tank, honestly, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm not knocking his money because, my God, you're making your money. I got to give him for the business end of it, and I'm not in his shoes. Hey, if he's getting all that money to do that, God bless him. But as a legitimate, world class boxer, I think once you step into that realm of fighting Jake Paul, you kind of credibility falls off a bit. Yes, your bank account goes up, but your street cred kind of drops.
Nah, that's a fact. That's the real talk, Mad Chad. Mad Chad, who do you want to see Bud fight next? Who in your opinion, what's the best fight for Bud?
If I was Turkey, I would say I want him to fight Bivol. I want Bivol to get down to have it at 170 or something. You know what I mean? Or even 165 or 175, whatever Bud wants to do. Because I think that would be a huge fight, and I think that would be the most competitive fight in a long time. And you're talking about Bud if he ever beat Bivol. I mean, let alone Benavidez. Benavidez, but Bivol, that undisputed light heavyweight. Come on. That would be a fight, but I don't think Bud's gonna go that way up. I think he'll go down to Janabek. I can't see Bud going
I
to
don't think he wants
175.
the excuse that he weight drained him. I feel like he would do 175 or 160. You know what I'm saying? That way you fight the champion at their weight class.
But Bivol said he would fight Canelo at 168. Bivol ain't one of those big dudes. Bivol ain't a big dude. He ain't a big light heavyweight.
You're
Because
right.
I remember Bivol did say, I'll rematch Canelo. Let's rematch at 168.
Yeah, he
But I don't know.
wanted to
Who
take
do
his
you think
belt.
he threw? Who do you think, Bud? I mean, who is it? Is it, the
The best
154
fight,
is
the big
loaded?
fight, man, Jerron Bruce
Yeah.
Ennis. Yeah, man, Bruce Ennis, man. The athletic fighter, the switch hitter. The guy, that's going to be moving up the pound for pound list here soon. I mean, I know everybody wants to get him to get 1 and 2 and 3 more fights before Bud, but does Bud have that time to wait? We want to see Bud in a potential passing of the torch fight. Um, Somebody that can kind of be a sharp shooter in there with Bud. I mean, we've seen him against the legend and Canelo. Canelo, right now, he looks like he's a little past his prime. So why not fight a Jerron Boost Ennis who's in his prime, who's healthy, who's getting knockout. Right now, Jerron Boost Ennis is 35-0 with 32 knockouts. So it's I mean, we thought it was awful with Jaime Munguia and Zerto Ramirez, the way they would have 40 and 50 fights until they stepped up and fought, the best in the world, which of Canelo or Bivol. So Jerron Bucenis, man, 35 fights. I think he's ready. Yeah, I definitely think he's ready for that test.
I think these fighters are so ready. I think Boots, you're ready. I think they over marinate. He's not ready. He's not ready. Just maybe protecting the O or just totally getting decimated. But I mean, as a 21-year-old athlete, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're ready. If you're not ready at 21, when are you going to be fucking ready? You're ready to hit a bar. I mean, you're ready to go drink some whiskey. I mean, you're kind of in a peak, I just feel like, yeah, he's ready for sure. But in a sense where I think Bud's at, he's going to want to fight somebody that's fought somebody that deserves it, so to speak. And I'm not saying he's not deserving. He's 35-0. But I mean, it's like just that the resume, I don't think's there to fight Bud at this point. I think Virgil needs to. No, or Virgil. Same with Virgil. Virgil gets by Lubin. I think Virgil and Boots need to see each other before either one of them fight Bud. You follow me, B3? I think both of those two need to see. They both need to see each other before they get a shot at Bud. Because Bud right now is payday, payday, payday.
I got you.
Beat somebody first. Beat somebody first yourself.
One with all kinds of belts at 160. And I think Bud really likes that whole legacy idea. As long as the fun tickets, I think he definitely wants fun tickets. But I think Bud's in it to get some more trophies.
Yeah, I feel so too. And salute to Desi Sanchez back in the building. Desi, if you pull up to the vertical live, I'll wrench you up. I can't wrench up on the portrait live for whatever reason, but salute to you. Desi Sanchez.
Yeah, everybody hit the like button over here.
Yeah.
Hit the like button at B3. This is a great channel, bro. You got all these boxing topics and some great boxing minds swinging through, bro. Great work.
100%. I truly appreciate everybody for showing love, pulling up, and building the channel, helping the channel grow. That's what it's about, man. Support the channel and help us succeed, help us win. And let me read Desi Sanchez real quick. It said, "Do you think Turkey will go ahead and keep losing money making fights with Crawford? Any fight after Canelo won't ever make the numbers in the gate or views." Oh, payday, yeah. Let me say this. Canelo is a big draw. So the next fight for Crawford is going to be Canelo. They're going to do the rematch. Now I know, that's not what people really want to hear right now, and they'll tell you that Canelo didn't say that, but that's gonna be the biggest payday for Canelo and the biggest payday for Bud is the rematch. What say you about that, Mad Chad? The rematch between um, Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. I believe they're targeting May of 2026. Now that's a cash grab.
Yo, I think I might be breaking up right now.
I can hear you good. You good right
I'm in
now.
a bad little area. I'm gonna hit mute. I'll be back if I drop off.
Okay, bet. Okay, that's
all right.
cool.
I'm good. Yeah, the rematch. I know Canelo don't want to hear about a rematch because a lot of these rematches round one of the next fight's round 13, so to speak. And I can't see it happening. I think Canelo knows he's gonna. I think Bud has a chance to stop him if they were to fight again, and I don't think Canelo wants to go out like that.
Nah, I don't think so either. I think that'll be. I think it could happen honestly, and I also think it'll be a bad look for Canelo to go out like that, man. And Canelo's such a great fighter, a Hall of Fame fighter. You know, multiple division world champ. Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be nasty work.
I think Canelo had another operation after the fight. I don't know how many operations he's had. You know, the dude has how many fights? He's been fighting since he was how long? I mean, how many training sessions? How many sparring? I mean, he's not that old. He's younger than Bud, but you're talking about the wear and the tear. I mean, and Canelo likes to draw back a few beers, and Canelo will honky tonk. Don't let his clear cut. I mean, this dude will go and play some golf, but he'll also put down some whiskey. I mean, Canelo just ain't.
Absolutely.
And like I say, when you have $1 billion, Marvin Hagler said it. You kind of get the silky sheet syndrome. You get this, and it's kind of hard to say, let me go fight David Benavidez. Oh, really? I want to go. I got other things I could do. It just becomes human nature. I mean, I can't see him fighting. I can't see Canelo fighting anybody like a Benavidez, like somebody at that level ever again. I could see him if Jake Paul beats Tank. I think Canelo will fight Jake. That's the fight for Canelo.
You said if Jake Paul beats Tank?
Yep. If Jake beats Tank, Canelo can come in as the knight in shining armor and knock out Jake Paul. Because Canelo would knock out Jake Paul. Canelo would knock his block off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And the only problem is I do believe that Tank would outbox Jake, but a lot of people are telling me that Tank is on the take. In a sense, I don't know. Maybe he took like a deal to not hurt Jake Paul. What's your thoughts on that, and just Jake in general? Like, do you feel like it's going to be this is an exhibition, so I don't know. Now that I
But
look at it
Jake
like that,
Paul
it's already an exhibition.
against Nate Robinson, right? Was it Jake Paul? He almost killed Nate Robinson, one of
Yeah,
my
he did.
favorite players, right? That was
Yeah.
an exhibition. And Nate Robinson, honestly, he almost severely got hurt. And that's when I really grew to hate this fucking Jake Paul. I mean, he's a big bully. He's a punk. And talking about rematches, listen, Jake Paul, you weirdo, why don't you fight the fucking retarded Fury before you talk about fighting a fucking Oompa Oompa? These guys, this is such a weight bully. We talk about weight bullies and shit, exhibition or not. Do you realize how small Tank is? And this Jake Paul's a big human being. And I don't know what he's on for steroids, but the dude's a roid freak. He's a huge mother. I can't see Tank getting to him. His arms are too small. All Jake Paul has to do is throw a big lumbering jab, and it'll just keep him away. I mean, he can hit. Jake Paul can hit. If he connects Tank with one of those big rights that he hit Nate Robinson with, good night, Tank. I don't care what size the gloves are. There's such a huge discrepancy in human size here. It should be outlawed. It shouldn't even be a fight, but it is what it is. We live in the world of clown, circus acts and spectacles. It's a spectacle, which I'll tune in to watch. You'll tune in. Everybody listening is going to watch, but it's a spectacle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, Chad, because nobody's really talking about it right now, but Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson for 2026. What's your thoughts on that happening?
Gross. Just another gross spectacle of I would not want to see it. I want to see Floyd and Manny fight again. I would rather see Floyd and Manny fight. I don't really want to see Manny's fighting Pacquiao. Manny's almost 50 years old. Manny's going to end up on a stretcher. He's going to end up on a stretcher. You
Yeah.
don't play boxing. And this Manny, and now he's fighting this freaking half-witted Rolly Romero that's with Ismael Salas that's tightened up his guard. One thing about Rolly, he has heavy hands. And one thing about
Yeah, he
Manny,
does.
Manny gets hit. Manny gets hit. His reflexes aren't the same. If Manny was half of what Manny was, he would have beat the shit out of Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios isn't that good.
Great
He's
point.
not a world-class elite. He's a mid-range European type fighter. Stands there and goes da 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 da. That's what Mario Barrios is. And he almost beat Manny. I think maybe he did. I don't know. I'm just saying, Manny's toast. Manny is way toast. And now you're fighting this Rolly Romero with that extra chromosome that don't play. And, you don't play boxing. I hope Manny's all right. I don't know about the Floyd. I'd like to see Floyd and Manny fight. That would be the fight. That would be a fight. That would be, people would pay attention to it.
Mad chat, and after the horrible performance that they put on the first time, you gonna tune in for the second
That's,
one?
but I'm saying though, the first one was so bad, people would want to see the second one, thinking it would be better.
That's wild.
And
I hope so.
the whole idea of Floyd fighting somebody, a legitimate fighter, he got his 50th win fighting freaking retarded McGregor. I mean, that was his 50th win. Come on, there's an asterisk there. You can't get your 50th professional boxing match fighting Conor McGregor. I mean, what world do we live in?
Yeah. I guess
My God,
the one.
a guy just broke Barry Bonds' home run record in the summer league here in Portland, Maine. Now he's the best home run hitter ever. Come on, you can't count your home runs. Anyways, yeah, that was annoying to me.
And hold on, let me do this real quick. My bad. Yeah,
Everybody hit
this
the
is
like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like.
definitely hit the like, follow the channel B3 Picks TV. Listen, Mad Chat, it's Friday, man. Listen, we had a good show. We broke down boxing dads for the people. We talked about Teofimo Lopez, word salad, and not, fully committing to the Shakur Stevenson. Hey, we had a great week. There's another great week in the book at B3 Picks TV. And I appreciate everybody pulling up, showing love, and supporting the channel. Shout out to Desi Sanchez. Desi, I'm definitely going to rent you up, mod you up on the channel. For whatever reason, I can only mod up on the vertical live, not the portrait live. But YouTube and StreamYard, we still working. They helping me grow. Shout out to my brother Dank Father in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, Dank. Yeah. Hey, outside of that, man, listen, we're gonna be back next week, man. We're gonna be back. I'm not sure. I believe TD may be live tonight. Make sure y'all follow Mad Chat at the Tavern. It's my brother Mad Chat. And also lock in with Democracy 101, DeMarky Dan, and BVO Sports TV, Crush the Legend, TD Sports Talk, CDK Boxing, Just Ask One, all of the guys, man. And we definitely working. And my brother Dub right side, man. Dub, he didn't pull up this week, but I know he always listening, always showing love. Salute to my brother Dub. Hope all is well with him and the family. And listen, hey, we'll be back. What's going on this weekend? Parker Worley, Mad Chad, before we get out of here, who you got in that matchup, Parker Worley?
I got Parker by destruction. Parker
Say that again.
Parker by destruction. He's gonna knock Wardley out. I don't believe the fight will go 7 rounds.
Wow, for real?
Going off last opponent, like you say, all you could do is look at your last thing. That Hooney dude was putting a boxing lesson on Fabio. He was boxing him up, and he just got way reckless. He got way overconfident, and he got his bell rung. But yeah, Wardley is right up there, stiff as a board, slow Joe, just tell it. And Parker's really on an upswing. Just seems to be in the right place. We'll see what happens, but I have Parker by destruction, and I do got to run myself. Thank you for having me, B3, and shout out to everybody. God bless.
Salute. Appreciate you, man. Chat. God bless. BVO, what's happening?
Hey man, Parker about to get beat dead.
You got Wally stopping him.
Hey man, I'm digging his grave right now. I'm trying to find my other shovel, man.
He said the old man he gonna meet his match.
You forgot my man. What's the dude's name? The Punisher. I cannot. Where does he go? What's his name? Joyce. Joe Joyce had him sleep in the corner, man. You forgot about that?
Yeah, he did. Nah, I
Parker
ain't
ain't no
forget about that
monster,
again.
man. And then Parker lost to Dillian White too. Dillian White sucks, man.
So you feel like we that's fool's gold that we take because with the Wilder with Zane, who
Two
with
old
Bacoli.
dudes who were past their prime, man. That's what it was.
Mm.
Zane is 100 years old. I seen Zane at the fight with Danny. He 100 years old. He look 100 years old. That's a big Chinaman. But outside of making General Soul's chicken, man, he should be out of the ring, man. Now, if he making General Soul's, I see it. But as far as boxing, he's too old, man. But the fight is to me is Cabiel versus Worley. That's the fight, and that person should fight Usyk. I think that winner would beat Usyk.
Okay, so you think the beat Usyk? Damn, did I hear that correctly, BBO? You said beat Usyk.
We got an echo on here.
I don't know. We might say that. Say it again. Can you hear me?
No, I said he's gonna be. I say he's gonna whoever wins out of Cabiel versus
Oh,
Worley is gonna beat Usyk.
okay, Caballero Woolley. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all don't be watching Caballero last month. He almost got put to bed by Zane. He fought back though.
Yeah, shout out to my man Dink Father. It came out that him and 6ix9ine was the one that took down the Trey Nines, man. So salute to my brother Dank Father, man. They took down him and 6ix9ine took down a whole organization, man. Shout out to the Billies.
Hey, BVO, let me have you speak on this right quick since you jumped on the live, man. I appreciate you pulling up too. What's your the dad's making boxing great, man? Just speak about your best. I'm gonna drop the link for you, Dan. Y'all can cook, y'all can fly each other, do whatever y'all gonna do. But speak to this BVO real quick about the boxing dads or dads in boxing that you've seen and just thought to yourself that they're doing a hell of a job.
Well, the one I hate that we never got to see is Roy Jones Sr. and Roy Jones Jr. I feel like as great as Roy was, I wish he would have had Big Roy in his corner. And I kind of wish we would have got more of Floyd Sr. and Floyd Jr. Then Uncle Roger pretty much trained him his whole career, so until he got sick. So I wish I would have got a chance to see them too. Those are two biggest what ifs in my opinion. But to me, I think the greatest father son probably would be, in my humble opinion, mm, probably Floyd and his son Junior. I would say that's the greatest, but they also were. I think Roy Senior and Roy Junior both. I'm telling you, I think that would have changed boxing forever. But they couldn't get along. I think Roy Senior did something to his dog, and Roy Junior never forgot him. So I remember the famous story where Roy told his dad, "Next time you unalive something in my yard, be ready to go with it." So you know, shout out to my man FBI
Right.
informed Dank Father, man. Appreciate you, man, coming through.
Dang, man, you on mute, man. How you feeling, bro?
Salute, Triple BV. No, I don't know what you up here talking about, brother. It's always an informant trying to throw these jackets on the good brothers out here. I could have swore you was part of Al Sharpton's congregation, and we all see what just recently came out about Mr. Al Sharpton. And I believe you were that CI that brought down Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and all the other mafia families that just went down in the recent sting about the betting scandal in the NBA. So I don't know why you throwing these jackets on me, brother, when it's well documented that you are the one that likes to eat the bologna sandwich, as Young Thug said in the interrogation room.
Not the bologna down.
Hey, and we speaking to a man who's always eating McDonald's in the interrogation room, and that's my man Dank Father. He always got him a Big Mac and fries whenever he's sitting in that interrogation room.
That's
You know how he get
inaccurate,
down.
brother. I don't even eat red meat. So that information is inaccurate, brother.
You say you don't eat what?
Red meat. We don't eat red meat around here, man.
No, you don't eat chicken no more now.
What?
You don't eat chicken now.
Is chicken red meat?
You said what?
Is chicken considered red meat?
You said you work for the cops.
Brother,
No.
stop the nonsense.
Shout out to Dank Father, man. You know he don't know nothing about boxing, but that's my guy, man. Shout out to Dank.
Here we go.
Yeah,
BVO,
he,
don't let me do it to you, man.
hold on. You know I'll fry you,
When
man.
I ain't never jump up and shut the whole panel down and had niggas escaping out the back door because they can't withstand the heat that I'm spewing out here.
I'll put it like this: if you're so tough, Monday, me and you can debate. You can pick whatever you want. We'll debate on
Oh
the
my
spot. Me and
god.
you.
Oh, you out here calling for debates, huh? We can do whatever you want to do, brother.
If you're scared, just say it.
We can debate whatever you want to debate, brother.
Like I said, if you're scared, just say, "Hey, you scared, man."
All
We
right,
could
man.
we could do Floyd versus
What?
Sugar Ray Leonard if you want.
Who wins and why?
We could do career, whatever.
This guy. Where this battle gonna go? Take place at?
No, we could do it on my show, man.
Oh
You know,
man,
I don't know.
I'm gonna hit Dub
A
behind the
A
scenes, man. We'll
A
get the
side
negotiation
politics.
process. I'm the A side. You
The
don't
A
got no
side.
skin in no debates out here, brother.
Who me?
I ain't seen you in no debates.
You said because I'm black, I can't debate. Oh, okay.
Here we go, brother.
If you scared, then just say
You
you
just
scared, bro.
trolling, man. You
No, just
just
say you
trolling.
scared. Cause I'll fight you in a debate, dog. I do this.
All right, BVO, man. You're hilarious, brother.
So are you accepting the debate or are you gonna just say I'm hilarious? Which one
We're
is it?
gonna negotiate behind the scenes. I'm gonna hit Dub behind the scenes, and we'll get to the negotiation process.
Just make sure you don't disappear. Now, don't disappear on me, dang. I know whenever the big bad wolf come out, cats go in the room, man, and hide. So
Like I said, anytime I hit the panel and you on the panel, somehow you just drop out of nowhere. You go quiet. You go ghost. We could go roll the tape if you want.
let's roll the tape, like my man Marty said. Let's roll the
All
tape.
right, I'll go look for it.
I can't believe you think you can step to me, man. You ever seen The Wire? You ever seen The Wire before?
Who you, Omar?
No, you remember what happened to the security guard that talked back?
You ain't no, you ain't Marlo in no world, brother.
Nah, I know you. I know you got
Real
more of
show
that.
and
Oh,
salute.
I know you got.
You a
I think
Oh,
proc
that's Mr.
you a
Sean. What's
proc
going on?
you a prop Joe ass nigga, man. And let's talk facts, man.
I'm Prop Joe. Well, I mean, I understand you got the Omar lifestyle, but I'll be Prop Joe. It's
Nah.
cool. Shout out to my man Dank, man.
Yeah, hilarious, man. There's a lot of deflecting from you when I come on the panels, man.
No, man, we
I
know you
go
like to
roll the
hang out.
tape,
Hold on,
man.
we know you like to hang out where the boys have a little more pride. I know. I get it. I respect it. But like I said, I'm calling you out to a debate. You acting scared, man. You're not saying nothing. You told me you got to talk to Doug. You got to call your priest. Man, either you want to debate or you don't.
We're gonna negotiate behind the scenes, brother.
Scared to death.
All right.
Hey,
Let's go.
he giving you that. He giving you that. That's that. Al. That's that. That's that Al Heyman special right there. That's that PBC talk. He said,
Yep.
"Yeah, we ain't talking business in public. That you sound like what's my? That's Keith
One of them
Thurman.
Eddie Hearn ass niggas, man.
Yeah. Dank is a real Eddie Hearn
BVO,
type of
one of them
dude.
Bob Arum ass niggas and shit, man.
You would call a
You a
brother
good
Bob
brother
Aaron.
though, man. You a good brother.
And guess what, man? You my brother. Nothing you can do. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. Even though you be capping, you go against all the great fighters. I still
Sit.
love you, man.
What great fighters have I gone against, and what capping have I done on these panels?
I've heard how you talked about Black Jesus Haney, man. You be going crazy on him.
I've talked about who?
Black Jesus Haney. You don't give him no credit.
See, you barking up the wrong tree, brother. I don't know what you see me slander Devin Haney.
You said what?
You saying you seen me slander Devin Haney?
I
I've
seen you
never
slander
given.
T.O. as well.
You know who you talking to, right?
Yeah, Dank father.
Brother, you just making shit up out of nowhere, brother. I don't know what you
You
talking
said
about.
what?
You just making up shit out of nowhere. I don't know what you
I
talking
can't
about.
wait till Monday, man, to fry you, bro. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. You talking too crazy.
When did I never give Haney credit? I'm trying to figure this out.
You said, when did you ever give him credit? I've never seen you give him credit.
B3, what clique are they? Do they associate me with?
The Haney clan,
What is this brother talking about?
the Haneyites,
What is this? What are you talking about, BVO
They
man?
the
call you a
Haney
Haneyite.
disciples.
Man,
They are not they associate me with the Hanos clan, brother. What are you talking about?
I put like this. I put
Which
like
I
this.
declare I'm not part of the Hanos clan.
I put like this. Well, that's a
Like I
lie. That's a lie. I heard you got a tattoo of Bill on your neck. But I'll say this. If that's the case, we can debate Devin versus Tank, who had a better career so far.
and who you got? Tank?
It don't matter. We can flip a coin.
Oh my god, this brother. You're hilarious, man. We're gonna negotiate behind the scenes, man. Let me pull up Dub's number right now.
Hey man, I already know you're gonna say I lost Dub's number and blah blah blah. I know how y'all dudes do, man.
All right, man.
Y'all say everything, but let's debate.
All right, brother. All right, baby
Yeah,
I
the
can't
KO.
believe you
tank,
scared like that, baby
the
boy.
tank Devin debate that would be definitely fire between y'all two. But Dank take Devin and BVO take Tank. That'll be lit.
BVO don't have he don't stand a chance in no topic against me, brother. I don't know where this excitement came from.
Huh? Well, I see an easy win, man. You know, what did Rampage Jackson say? If you see it, what slap one. So I'm trying to
All
slap
right,
one.
brother.
Ain't that what he said?
All right, brother. All right, brother.
You know, it's an easy choke out. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you know, you see Dank on the schoolyard. You use his hand. And you play hot hands with his face.
Yeah, you're hilarious, man.
You know, I like all the deflecting, man. I love all the deflecting, though. Dank.
Nah,
Just tell
you're
me
the
what's
one that's
scared.
deflecting, brother.
I'm the one that called
But
you out,
yo, I
punk.
gotta make a move, man. I'ma holler at y'all brothers later, man.
All right,
Hey,
Dank.
man,
All right,
All right.
salute,
tell them you
bro.
didn't mean it, man. Tell those people you ain't mean it, man. Peace. That man Dank scared to death.
Salute to my brother Dank. Hey, Dank. Um, I debated BVO on the spot, man. BVO, you're not gonna get a fair shake on BVO Sports TV, but it is a good time. You definitely enjoy yourself.
Shout out to my man
Bring,
Showtime Short. I
hey,
see he
listen. At least bring one judge of your own, though.
easy, my man. Oh, you did bring your own judge, my man Blue Da Vinci. Wait, what was his name?
Yeah, Blue. Hey, Blue Hustle, man. Hey, appreciate you, Blue. I think Blue was in the building earlier day. Salute, Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mandatory,
Yeah, I
man.
heard he worked with the cops
He's
too, man.
oh, here we go. I'm gonna slander
Showtime
Blue.
Short, man. I'll see you in there, man. But yeah,
Hey,
keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, man.
nah, I appreciate you, man. Son.
All right, I'm out of here, man. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, salute. Hey, listen, we had a great show today. Y'all already know we definitely work, and I appreciate everybody pulling up, showing love, smashing the like button, following the channel. I know y'all hit a train. Um, oh, that's my brother Juan Claudio. Hold on, my brother Juan Claudio back. We gonna keep the show going.
It was my fault. My fault. I fucking done all shit at work.
Nah,
Yeah,
you okay? Juan?
you know how it go. What's good
Yeah,
with you?
you
What we talking about?
man. Hey, we hey listen, hey, we talking about whatever you want to talk about, man.
I don't even man. It's up to you, bro. It's
Listen,
your show. It
let
ain't
me
mine.
let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Um, with Turkey leaving boxing in short order, he said 18 months, but he's gonna be doing the TKO league. Do you feel like that's gonna be bad for the sport? Uh,
Not really. I think boxing's always going to be boxing. It's always going to be it's going to be a sport. It's going to be the sport that people watch. You know what I'm saying? Because again, old minded folk, they're not going to want to watch anything else but the four regular sports or whatever sports it is. You know what I'm saying? So boxing ain't going nowhere. It survived through worse things than this.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. And I feel like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be unfortunate because a lot of these guys they kind of looking for that big payday that Turkey was giving and providing, but now they really it's really gonna be back off of what you producing on pay per view.
Yeah, the thing is, too, when you get accustomed to one thing, it's hard to try and do something else. And I get it 100% for a lot of these fighters. They want the paydays, they want the good money fights, the big money fights. But you can make these fights without even being here. You know what I'm saying? It was done before. You can do it done now. Just certain fighters don't want to take that off.
Nah, that's a fact. That's I'm in full agreement with you. Now, do you feel like are you leaning with T Hill on this? That you
What's up?
believe that T.O. is more than likely gonna fight in a Hill Albright, maybe somebody a notch, not quite on the level of Shakur or Keyshawn?
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. I think we won't see him fight somebody that's worth it. And it's just not saying that he's scared or anything, but I think he probably just knows that people are not gonna keep watching him if he keeps putting on these bullshit ass performances and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If he has another performance with a Barboza or like another Barboza or something, that'd be a different thing. But it's hard to watch certain fights like that.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I wish I was able to. I should have made my video because I switched my show topic. Um, I guess a lot was going through my mind this morning, and
Yeah,
Sean Porter, he said, I wish I could play this. I'm a run with this next week for sure. Once I get the
right.
video made up. But Sean Porter said, at any era, Clarissa Shield beats Layla Ali.
Yeah, hey man, that's his opinion. I
And
think she
and,
beat
and
her.
he sparred Layla Ali too.
Yeah, I think she beat her. I think she beat her. I think there's levels to this. I think that Layla, was a good fighter for her time, but it wasn't like, she wasn't Clarissa. Like Clarissa had a lot of tools to dismantle her, um, dismantle the power advantage that she has, or whatever the case may be that you call it. So, it's not like, she's Superman and nothing like that. She ain't that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm with you on that. But I just love that Sean Porter said that. And that's just gonna irritate Mr. Moore. So I can't wait
Yeah,
to hear what he has to say.
in the face of reality, right? Let's put it like this: in the face of reality,
Yeah.
she's a great fighter for her time. For her time, great fighter. My biggest thing with the whole situation was the call out of a 50-something-year-old fighter, which again should never be do whatever case may be. Even if the old fighter was talking crazy, because she does that to Ann Wolf, and Ann Wolf been retired. I think years prior to her retiring.
Hmm.
So you know the biggest thing is don't do that. That's the only thing. Like, because again, we know that you're better. Or we know that you're levels above her. Just don't do that. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and entertain something that you know is not gonna happen because the lady's been retired 20 something years now. Just
Mm.
let it be, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Cool, whatever the case may be. You're very much recognized as the best women's fighter ever. You know what I'm saying? Gonna go down as one of the best fighters ever. So you just let it go because at that point you're just looking better.
Yeah, the whole situation did not play out in Clarissa's favor under no
No,
stretch of their imagination.
no, not facts. And the crazy part about it is that I root for Clarissa a lot because she's one of those fighters where I feel like she's I don't want to say a tremendous role model because she's really not a crazy role model or nothing like that, but she's given pathway, you know, for fighters to get major paydays. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she hasn't. Like she's done a lot for the sport. First woman to win 2 Olympic gold medals. So it's hard to argue with her. First to 3-time undisputed. There's only 2 other fighters that have done that, men and women. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a tremendous thing.
Yeah, nah, I mean, Clarissa's cemented in the sport, in my opinion, man. What she's done, yeah, it's not even to be argued, debated, or questioned. I feel
Yeah,
like
man. Cause I feel
she
like you
has
know
to
what it
get to
is.
a point where she
She
makes
feel,
the adjustment.
you know what it is. I feel like she feels like she needs how do you say it, validation for
Mm.
something, and there's no reason for you to have feel like that because again, only 2 other fighters, men's and women. You know what I'm saying? Archie Moore and Crawford are the only 3-time undisputed world champions. Like you three, that's it. There's no more. You know what I'm saying? There's no other things that you can say about that. Like off of that alone, like shut up, Layla. Like you're not better than me. You didn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? You went undefeated, which was great. You went 20 fights undefeated. You're about to surpass that. How many fights does Clarissa have now?
About 18 or 19, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
18?
you're gonna surpass that if your work rate is still high in 2 years. Let's
Yeah.
You're gonna surpass the 24-0. You're gonna surpass that in 2-3 years if your work rate is still high, and it should be because you're only 30. Come on now, let's really be real.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying? There's no need. That's the only reason why I felt like the way that I feel about the whole situation because the situation is stupid. Let's be real. The situation is done for whatever reason she felt like she needed the validation to come after. Like, I guess stupid. It was the stupidest reason ever when the girl only shows love, which again, whatever the case may be. But both sides should have just been like, yo, this is not gonna happen. Just stop trying to like exit this on because it's not gonna happen. You got people like Shelton thinking it's gonna really happen or some shit. Like it's not gonna happen. Stop it.
Nah, salute to my brother Carrier pulling up. Where you been at all day, Carrier? Salute. God bless, bro. Hope everything is well on your
Yes.
aircraft. Um, not on your aircraft, but on your boat. Hope all is well with you and your brothers and sisters. Um, Let me say this real quick, right? I feel like do you expect Clarissa versus Shadeja next? But do you
Nah,
feel like that's gonna be the next fight?
nah. Because where's Shadays at? Shadays like 68 or something like that.
She has 68, yep. That's
And
only a 7 pounds.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I'll see why not. They wouldn't be. Should be. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't know what the hell Clarissa thinking. If you want to cement yourself, beat Shadays, beat a couple more fighters, pass Layla Ali. You really talking that tough shit, and call it a day, bro. They ain't that deep. That ain't hard either, because I don't think anybody really fuck with her.
Mm. Shadeja looking pretty strong. She look, I mean, uh
Yeah, but Shadays, the thing is, there's a lot of holes in Shadays' game. Where Clarissa gonna expose that, and it's gonna be like, all right, well, there that go. But so it's the same thing with even like Savannah. Like people, like I understand Savannah was Savannah, and Savannah Carter, yeah, great, whatever. But
mhm.
in Rhea, I didn't really give her more than 2 rounds the whole fight. So it was like, do I really?
Mm. Yeah. The Savannah. Oh, with the Savannah fight, so you scored it for Savannah mostly.
No, I scored it for
Shadeja?
no, yeah, Shadays.
Mm. Okay. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, because I'm expecting so to my brother Juan, y'all know he working. We working.
My
I'm
fault, my fault.
about to now you good. I'm about to pick up a order from Walgreens right now. But let me get up out this car. Nah, I appreciate everybody in the building. Listen, y'all better smash the like button and follow the channel, man. B3 Picks TV. And I got my brother Juan Claudio up in here chopping it up with me. showing love, supporting the channel, helping the channel grow. And listen, we had a great week, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now, Juan. We had a great week. It was a fire week. Hopefully TD or BVO they'll lock in for the night. Maybe Marky, we'll see. Follow all the brothers on the Sports Talk Network, man, the People's Network. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all already know. It's gonna be a big week. Fabio Worley versus Joe Parker. I'm about to watch the weigh-in now. I know the weigh-in is already posted, so make sure y'all check out the weigh-ins and everything and get y'all picks in for the week. Marky hit me up behind the scenes. Hold on, let me see. He said, "Can you run the college football zone by?" He asked me, "Can I run the college football zone by myself?" No. We can take a break this Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna take a break. Yeah, so we're gonna take a break from college football zone. Let me text Bart. Yeah, we'll take a break this week. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna take a break from college football zone this week. And we'll see if our good brother BVO tomorrow. He may do Fabio Worley versus Joe Parker, a live fight chat. If he don't, I may do one. We'll see. Um, I'll also probably be working and moving around. That's probably more so what I'll be doing tomorrow. So yeah, so we're gonna take a break tomorrow. Um, from college football zone. I just want to let everybody know that. Appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate everybody showing love and cooking with me. Man, I really want to play my track today, but I'm gonna end the live, man.
Man, play your track, right? Nah, I'm with you. Nah, yo, no, keep a lookout. I got a little series coming too, called Stunted Growth, off of fighters that was supposed to, have superstardom, just fell a little short. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be coming up in the first couple of weeks. I gotta keep looking at, like, the first episode gonna be like Jared Hurd, but
Okay,
we gonna
good.
we
It's gonna be on Just Ask One.
yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, bet. Now we're gonna look forward to that. We definitely look forward to that. We're gonna support my brother Juan Claudio, uh, and his journey. You know what I'm saying? We building, we grinding. But
Nah, facts.
let me keep working, man. Y'all keep working. Stay tuned. Stay tapped in. Lock in with us next week. Um, I feel like I'm ducking now if I don't play my track. I'm gonna play
Man,
it all
play
week.
your
Hold on, let
tracks,
me run
man.
it real quick. Let me run my track real quick.
Follow my boy, man. Stop playing with him, man.
Yeah, follow the channel, man. We definitely working.
Peace, though.
It's three
All right, peace.
pigs. Big VA. Shout out London. N8, let's get it. She love me for my sex appeal. I've been popping it and whipping it for real. I walk it like I talk it, that's a deal. Turn a dream to reality, bill. Run up 100 and some dunks, will. She love me for my sex appeal. So much game, I can get T.O. chill. October, we in Saudi still. Hold that 11 mil and run it up. Tank toe turkey to double the stuff. Haney fight costs a few more bucks. Need a KO, just say so. A-side dirty ball, kick him to the flow. Breadman said hit him low. Ryan took Usher and he could've said no. And I've been popping it and whipping it for real. I walk it like I talk it, that's a deal. Turn a dream to reality, bill. Run up 100 and some dunks, will. She love me for my sex appeal. And I've been cashing it and flipping it like Katie. Out New England, still winning like Brady. To be great, Heidi, yeah, it's no baby. Shout out Sarah Bailey. And I've been popping it and whipping it for real. I walk it like I talk it, that's a deal. Turn a dream to reality, bill. Run up 100 and some dunks, will. She love me for my sex appeal. And I can rip a beat like a bomb. She pretty, petite, in a thong. Everything she do sweet like the bomb. She serve me Dawn. No pimp, Juan. Been getting bread, non. I always ball, Bron. Never leaving the UK, Hassan. And I've been popping it and whipping it for real. I walk it like I talk it, that's a deal. Turn a dream to reality, bill. Run up 100 and some dunks, will. She love me for my sex appeal. She loved me for my sex appeal. Yeah, pics.
It's about time I make some new music, man. I gotta get back. It's been a few months now, a few months too long. I gotta get back. Gotta get back rocking. Gotta get back working. Um, I need to make something fresh. You know what I'm saying? But T.O. definitely seemed pretty chill when he was with Rich Man Kuso and TD Sports. Shout out to TD Sports. Shout out to Rich Man Kuso. Make sure y'all lock in with him. They had a fire T.O. interview. It worked. It did. It went well. He didn't really say any. We didn't want to do too much, say too much, which is understandable. But for the most part, it was a good interview, a good setting. Hopefully, Tia will grace the Sports Talk Network again, come back, the BVO Sports, and even come on B3 Picks TV, man. I don't feel like T.O. is a bad kid. I just feel like, like he said, made some mistakes. So he'll grow from it. We all do. We all sin and fall short. We all young, and we all have room for improvement. So y'all already know, man. It's gonna be a great weekend. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
Alright, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers? You got to be soldiers, alright? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.